Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo. It is the start of a week. If Sunday is the official start of the week, I don't know anymore. I'm feeling that Monday is the start of the week, not Sunday. Sunday just is kind of like the end of the week. I know it's just this weird, like, rejiggering of my brain because for the longest time, Sunday was the first day. But anymore, it's like Sunday is the last day, and then Monday is the first day. That's what I'm gonna stick with, because Friday is kind of feeling like all right, freedom's almost here, and then Saturday hits and it's like freedom, and then Sunday hits and it's like man, freedom was so much fun, and then Monday comes and then So I'm glad that this face is one of the last faces you're going to see this week. Because next week starts tomorrow, officially. Sunday is not a part of next week. It's a part of this week. Well, this Sunday is, I suppose. I am printing a power converter that I picked up at Toshi Station. But I was going to Toshi Station to pick up some power converters. I got them all, Luke. None for you. None. You get none, Luke. None. Not one power converter will be yours, Luke. Mr. Skywalker, if that is your real name. I don't think it is. I think Luke is hiding his real name. That's a guess. This particular print, I guess, is one of the first prints, if not the first print, of a model that was designed by Builder's Mark. Let me go ahead and flip over to quad view here and pull open the browser to show you. I'm also going to paste the link in chat so you can get an AR view of it. This is the power converter. Uploaded today, created at some point over the past few days, and I'm using his recommended settings. It was just kind of a suggestion. And seemingly it's going well so far. I'm 0.15 mm layer height, and didn't use any supports because as I reviewed it and as he kind of built it, no support should have been necessary for this power converter. Wow. Let me tell you that I'm seeing some lag on my end. I don't know what's up with the bitrate dropping. So if you see any hiccups, I do apologize. There's not much I can control here. Oops, sorry, I zoomed way. Whoa. Let's reset it. Let's change the color to brown. It's more of a gold kind of color. But I'm going with the Jessie PLA again. The Tan 64, which is probably one of my favorites. I love the color, especially for Star Wars stuff. And this is the cool thing about the power converter. This item was previously not a model, as in it wasn't just designed by Builder's Mark and created uniquely by Builder's Mark today, or at least uploaded today. But no other power converter exists like for you to easily print. It's available for free, a free download. You can get it on Thangs.com, which is a sponsor. Thank you. If you want to visit Thangs, it's really easy to do. Here, there's the direct link to the actual file, but then we've got a referral link so that they know that you went to Thangs by way of me. Fix'em Dude, thank you so much for subscribing.
Just resubscribed for 3 months.
I appreciate having you around as well. I love the fact that we've got makers and builders and other geeks who hang out on a regular basis here. He's also uploaded it to Thingiverse, which is cool. Either way, you can download it. You can try it in augmented reality if you are so inclined. On Thingiverse, that feature is not available. That's only on Thangs.com. Let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to go ahead and pop open the link pretty quickly. Right here on my phone, you can use iOS or Android. Scroll down, open augmented reality. It loads augmented reality. It might take a few minutes, depending on seconds, hopefully, before everything kind of loads. Since I am streaming at the same time, it may take me a little while longer. but let's try this again. There we go. View in your space, and I kind of get some orientation here and there. I've got. Can you see the? Can you see it there? Is that too bright for you? Let me go ahead and maybe dim it just a tiny bit. Try that. Is that a little better? You see that floating power converter here, right there? And I can move it around if I wanted to. I can spin it to win it. I can zoom in. I can zoom out. I can make it bigger, smaller, so you can see what the file is going to look like in your space. Not just like see it printed before your very eyes here on the stream, but any file seemingly that is on fangs.com can be viewed in augmented reality. It's great. You don't even need a 3D printer. Like, you don't need anything. You don't need to log in or anything. You just go and you use augmented, that I know of. You don't have to log in to view the augmented reality. If you want to download the file, yeah, you do have to log in, but that's quick, it's painless, and it's very, very simple. You're worried about the balls on top, but it should print. Well, we're going to find out together. I'm not sure if this had been done before. It was just a suggestion. The settings were a suggestion from Builder's Mark. The way I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, I think this seems fine. And as I sliced it, I didn't see any outstanding issues. It does, the Aurebesh does still say mystery thing. And the reason why it does is because I had I was trying to do 3 things at the same time and ran out of time. So here we go. Power converter. Now it says power converter. Are you happy? I am. So we're going to find out together whether or not this works. I found Builder's Mark power converter. Exactly. He sent it to me. I'm like, no way! No way! Did I go shopping today? I did. Didn't really get too many things, though I do want to show you a couple of things that I have picked up recently. This one needs to be, I need to be like full for this one. This was a Hallmark, or is a Hallmark exclusive. Got it on May the 4th at like a 25% discount. Why am I shaking Vader's head? Yes. No. Yes. No. Because he's got glitter eyes. Can you see the glitter in there? Could you see the glitter? No? You couldn't see the glitter? Pretty cool, huh? This is heavy as hell. Like, really friggin' heavy. Like, you have no idea how heavy that is. Another thing I picked up today, or I guess a series of things that I picked up today, before I pop back to the other thing I need to show you before getting too far with this. I had skipped these particular items to this point, but when I saw them today, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and start collecting Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figures. Specifically, and pretty much only a few of them out of the range. These are Super 7 figures, licensed by Hasbro. Super 7 figures, 5 POA. They have not released all of the figures that would be available in the Power Rangers line. I don't even think I'm going to be getting every single particular character, but I'm probably going to get all the Rangers and Megazord, and then probably stop at that point. Because I'm like, I don't need too many more. I don't know much about the show or the fandom. I don't know if I ever will, but, you know, while I've got a chance, I'll do it. One regret I have with having picked up some Super 7 figures in the recent past is getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but not wanting to open them. And I should have, I thought, picked up 2 of them. So that is to say, one to open, one to keep on card, because they are, I believe, going to be collectible. So when I saw all 4 turtles, Super 7, sitting on the pegs, hanging from the pegs today, I got the 4 turtles. Now, you might remember a while ago, I opened the ones that glowed in the dark. Remember when I opened those a few months ago? Well, now I have extras. Not just the glow-in-the-darks. So I've got the Teenage Mutant. I collect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now. It's a thing. You wouldn't understand. I don't even know if I understand. I barely remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from back in the day. Barely. Barely. So the next thing I was going to show you before going to one of the main events tonight was a reprint of the throne that Boba Fett and Fennec Shand sat upon at the end of The Mandalorian. This was it was reprinted. The Rancor skulls were separate. They probably could have been printed in place when I did it on its back. They turned out to be really well, but they're glued on. This one I redid just to see if I can get it better, and I did it without supports. So this mostly printed without supports, except, I mean, it did print without supports, but the only anomaly, and I posted an update to the author's page, the only anomaly you can really see from well, barely maybe on this video, but there was like, since there were no supports, there was kind of a stringing. It wasn't really a stringing, it was a string. It was a thread of filament that went from the top to the bottom of these bars on the side because it was printed on its back. And it worked, and I ended up snipping them off, and I think that it looks... woo! Sorry, Boba. Figured that was going to happen. But I reprinted it. I moved its placement on the bed and did not have the same anomaly as I did on this side. I gave the other one I did to Diana. She's going to spray paint it gold for Jedi to use. But yeah, I was able to print it without supports. That saved some degree of time. And also clipped off the... what would you call it? I posted it in Discord. What the issue looked like. It was kind of a weird... anomaly. Even Krusty said that he wouldn't... There's the link to Discord, by the way, if you're inclined to join. He said that he would probably have kept him in place because it was kind of a neat effect, but I was like, nah, I think I want to clip him. It doesn't look too bad. Is it perfect? No, but it's a 3D printed object. Apart from that, like, I don't think I could have done too much better than this, specifically for a smaller scale figure. Maybe this is a little too large, but I wanted to make sure the runes came out well enough in doing it. This, I think, came out spectacularly. I'll be sharing a photo of this in social media tomorrow, and you can stay tuned for that, unless, of course, you went back to watch this video, or you rewound the video to watch that specific, you could freeze frame. Freeze frame! Oh, no, there's no freeze. What am I talking about, freeze frame? Don't crazy talk. Let's go back to the power converter. David's a little worried about the balls. David's always worried about the balls. I don't know why. I guess I'm not too concerned. Maybe I should be. That's the thing, is like I don't know enough to be dangerous. I know barely enough. And yet I'm still able to do what it is that I do. So we'll see how that turns out. He's got like little nubs that kind of offshoot, so theoretically it would be fine. I could be wrong. We could be wrong together. But the balls that are or these are not really balls. They're the bases, right? They seem to be printing okay. So as long as he took the same tack with the other balls, that is Builder's Mark, we should be okay. Knock on wood. Touch wood. Knock on wood. Am I talking? Yes, I'm talking. We are talking right now. If you've just tuned in, we are talking officially about Builder's Mark's balls, which is not something that I think he anticipated. Speaking of balls, you know what it takes to do what it is that I'm about to do. Do you know what it takes? What does it take to do what I'm about to do? No, it doesn't take balls. I'm printing those. It takes milk. To do a comparison between Honeycomb, which is vegan, and Eggo cereal, which I love and is also vegan. So the Eggo cereal cost more and had far less, like you get half as much cereal. as you do honeycomb. This 16-ounce box, $2.99. This Eggo, I think, was like $3.49 or something like that, because it's a special kind of brand, I guess. Special offer. They need to keep making the Eggo cereal. I can tell you that right now. This was a winner. This is absolutely a winner. But I promised yesterday that I would do a taste test. I'm talking too much about balls and wood and not paying attention to them. Okay, look, I got wood right here. Look, I'd give you wood, but, you know, you live too far away. Sorry, can't give you wood. I can't even give you my milk. And you can print your own balls. Thank you very much. Your power converter balls. You can convert your balls to power and print them. The balls on you, David. You're the one who brought up the balls on top, not me. Yeah, it's David's fixation on balls. I think that's the problem right there. David, you've got a new trigger in chat. Type in bang filament! Filament. It's a new trigger. Yeah, I like triggering people. It's what I do. I trigger people all the time. Hell, sometimes I even trigger myself. Not right now, though. I am going to do a taste test to see which one of these tastes better, according to my palate. Honeycomb or Eggo. It's been years since I had honeycomb. Years. I can't even remember the last time I had honeycomb. All right. So we're going to put this over here. I've got 2 bowls. Got to be careful not to not to spill anything here. You trigger yourselves? Yeah, no doubt about that. Bang filament doesn't show the emote because Stream Elements is not sub. Yeah, no, I'm not. I know it's not, but I'm saying you can use the Perillo Jesse emote. Use the Perillo. That's a command to you. You can use the Perillo Jesse emote. It's just, so try it. Try Perillo Jesse, and I think that's a sub emote. Most, if not all, y'all are subbed anyway, which is great. Oh, man, that Eggo cereal is a winner. It smells like waffles. Ugh. Then you need to put the 2 cereals after for a blend. What? No, Mark H. I know. I already know that. That wasn't the intention. I apparently ripped the cereal bag. Okay, this is a big friggin' box. Can't believe I got it for $2.99. Okay, off the bat. Oh, God. Dang it. Off the bat. Honeycomb. Definitely honey. Definitely honey. Bigger pieces. And definitely honey tasting. I mean, yes, it's got big real honey flavor with sugar and honey. So it's got sugar and honey because honey it wasn't enough. Oh, wait, maybe not. Okay, hang on. I need to change that trigger. You're right. It's Perillo filament. Give me a second before I get into the I wasn't thinking last night. I'm not thinking now. I'm going to update the filament command to say use Perillo filament. Yeah, wait, Perillo. I thought Perillo Jesse worked though, didn't it? Yeah, see, it works. Oh, it's tier 2. There we go. Okay. I updated it. Let's do this filament. Did it work? There we go. Subs can use either Perillo filament or the Perillo Jesse. Sweet. Okay. I remember this flavor very well. On one hand, this hand over here, this is honeycomb, or I guess since I was holding onto the boxes earlier with Eggo on the side. This is Eggo, the smaller, brighter yellow piece. Eggo, honeycomb. So they look very similar. Honeycomb is definitely larger. I think it is substantially larger. gigantic, really. Like, I could barely fit this in my mouth. Oops. Put a honeycomb in my Eggo cereal. What was up with that? Oh, but... I hesitate to say that the Eggo has more crunch, but the Eggo has slightly more crunch than the honeycomb. The honeycomb tastes more like alphabets. The Eggo tastes more like a crunchy, crispy waffle with maple syrup and butter. And there's no butter. It's vegan. That's without milk. So, between the two, I would go for the Eggo at this point. I would go for the Eggo, or reach for the Eggo, or rebuy the Eggo, despite its higher price, compared to the honeycomb, despite its nostalgic value. Okay, so now we've got the milk in each one. God, these pieces are so big. You can get your own Eggo. I'm not gonna let go of your Eggo. This is my Eggo. I bought it. Ah! Dropping my honeycomb here. Mmm. Is that... It's got a very, oaty flavor. OT flavor. The, honeycomb. Mm-hmm. Sweet. But not overly sweet. Alright, I'm gonna let you watch the more interesting thing as I continue to do the taste test. The pieces soften pretty quickly. I don't know. I don't know about this honeycomb, man. I seem to remember it being way sweeter than it actually tastes like. All right. Man, I'm not going to say this is, well, the best word to use in the context... Oh, I got to freeze. Oh, man, don't do a freeze right now, dude. Like, I don't want my cereal to get too soft. Woo! Thank you so much. Fix him, dude. Thank you. Which one smells better? Eggo. The honeycomb smells just like an oat cereal. Nothing unique about it. It's almost a non-existent smell. Versus Eggo, which smells like waffles and tastes like waffles. It has the texture of crispy waffles. Despite sitting in milk for about the same amount of time, if not longer, the Eggo cereal maintains a better flavor, a better texture, crunchy, than a largely sogged over honeycomb cereal. Which at this point in the game is relatively unremarkable. It's like alphabets. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cereal, you know? It's been ages, but the flavor is leached out. Or seemingly leached out by the milk. Versus Eggo, every time you pick it up, it's this aroma. I mean, and it takes a lot. It takes a strong smell for me to pick it up. Because my nose is like broken. Like I can't smell anything unless it's strong. Like a fart. This does not smell like fart. Doesn't taste like fart. Does not look like fart. And this is just, I'm gonna... As much as I love that Hershey cereal, I think Eggo, this Eggo cereal is the best cereal I've had in the longest frickin' time. How do I know what fart tastes like? Oh, I know. Because my farts are strong. The fart is strong with me. Mystery Goat says, I failed to believe you've never experienced those Eggo farts. I don't know, man. I would gladly suffer through. This is a joy to eat. The Eggo cereal is an absolute joy. Honeycomb is bland by comparison. The fart will be with me. Y'all gotta go get the Eggo cereal. You gotta try it. Seriously. Go to the grocery store. Maybe not right now, but this week, at some point, hit the grocery store. If you see the Eggo cereal, grab it. Right? Spend a couple bucks, whatever it is. It's worth it. Try it and let me know what you think. Great, you just had dinner, now you're hungry for cereal? Fix 'em, dude. It makes a great dessert. Is that a wood filament? Asks Noise Brew. By the way, shout out to Noise Brew. Give him a follow. He's got all sorts of cool freaking interactive things that you can do on his stream. Like robots and stuff. And he understands electronics way more than... You know how much I understand electronics? Let me give you the extent of my understanding of electronics. Here's my understanding. You stick the prongs in the hole, and then it works. Sorry, it's not just a hole. Sometimes it's 2 holes, sometimes it's 3 holes. You stick it in, and then it works. That has been the electronics lesson for me. That's as much as I understand electronics. I understand cereal a hell of a lot more than I do electronics. That's for sure. So shout out to Noise Brew, who we've rated a couple times, which is always awesome, because he knows way more than I do. And I learned something new. He was showing off these amazing mods the other day, like a GameCube. I think he was working on You're working on a Nintendo mod, I believe, that you crafted, which looked pretty cool. You appreciate it? Oh, well, you know, no problem, dude. I appreciate another creator out there. I appreciate when you rated me. I don't forget. I do not forget. Most I can do is eat cereal and tell you, hey, the Eggo cereal tastes way better than Honeycomb. Your printer is stuck in Utah? OZ2HD? There's a lot of 3D printers in Utah. You never know. That Eggo cereal, man, it's got the perfect crunch. I keep going back and forth. I'm vacillating. Yes, the balloon pumper. Nice. Noise Brew has a very nice interactive stream. I love that the thing scares you. Like that to me, like if I'm scared by something that I do, or something I have other people do, if it annoys me, like I turn it off. Like I don't care. I'm not gonna do it. So the fact that you keep it on must be a fan favorite for you. Honeycomb is got Alphabets vibes. Plus Honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not small. No. Honeycomb's got that big crunch, big taste, and a big bite. Yeah, wasn't like it. Wasn't that the jingle? All right. We got an Aziz Light. We're going with green. See, that's as interactive as I get. There's my robot, Brew. Can I call you Brew? It sounds so very beer-like. Noise. So that's my robotic interaction. Like I manually pick something up and then go. Blah, blah, blah. That's as deep as I get. You know how much programming I had to do? None. In fact, you want to know, these are all wireless. I use batteries. I don't even string I don't even string cables. By the way, I saw something last night with Zach Rutledge. He turned on a disco light when the hype train started. So I'm thinking about doing the same thing. Like when the hype train starts, when the next hype train starts, I'll turn on the disco light. Then it'll be all disco-y in here. Yeah. But it hasn't started yet, so thinking about doing that. So it'll be the hype train light with the helmet and everything. Real Ben Feldman. Shout out to Real Ben Feldman as well. Swell, man. Today, speaking of Real Ben Feldman, no, I do not program OZ2HD. I absolutely do not. Don't ever try upgrading your printer's firmware. It's miserable. Great. I did it once, way back when I first got it, and haven't done it since, because there hasn't been an update. Good to know, though, Noise Brew. Real Ben Feldman. I applied today to be a LEGO Fan Media. I'm hoping that they will accept me. You went and looked in your pantry, couldn't find any cereal that excited you? Oh, man. Oh, God. Here comes Jedi. I love the bag of, like, filament because it hides the things that I don't want anyone to see. Maybe I should just eat it all. Oh, nice. If you want to automate your lights, check out Cruise Control. Has a great guy. Oh, yeah, no. I don't think I need to automate them. Believe it or not, I'm a dumb guy. As in, the less smart something is, the better off I am. I understand tech. I understand it all too well. Like, my printer makes a funny noise, I'm shooting it. I don't even have a gun. I'll go get a gun, legally, do the waiting period and everything, and then shoot the printer. It makes a funny noise. Not really an Apple guy. I use a Windows PC, an Intel NUC, to power the stream. I'm using an iPad for the camera that's pointed down at the model, the printer. For the close-up camera when I'm working on things on the desk, like Lego sets, I use an iPhone. But then my daily driver is an Android device. So I use, like, all 4 of the most popular platforms every single day. Oh, man. I cannot rave enough about this Eggo cereal. Oh, my God. See, I seem to be the only one who doesn't have an Ender 3D printer. But I gotta tell you, I've heard a lot of people having issues with them. I would not be as inclined to get one. Real Ben Feldman, you just missed the taste test between Honeycomb and Eggo. It absolutely does not. Eggo cereal stomps Honeycomb. Honeycomb is lame by comparison. You wish you had a Prusa? You know, I'm feeling I will stick within the family of Prusas for now. Bagram says, wife on keto diet, not a single carb in the house, so cereal looks so good now. Well, just flip to the vegan side of the force. Come on, we have cookies. We do. Chocolate chip, if you want. There's chocolate chip vegan cookies. Ginger snaps. Many of them are vegan. In fact, do not tell Jedi. I got this, these are my Oreos. I don't keep them all on hand. The Oreos are vegan. I love when people say, oh, I tried vegan food and it made me throw up. I'm like, really? Oreos make you throw up? Really? Okay. Oreo, for real. Vegan. My bloodstream is loving me right now. What's with all the sugar? You heard good things about Lulzbot? Is that the one that changed hands? I can't remember. Haven't tried Soylent. Your XY did the gluten-free thing for a while. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Because I've tried the gluten-free thing. I'm fine with eating this kind of stuff, but avoiding animal products. Oh, man. This Eggo cereal, though. Uh-oh. I have a little more milk left. You know what that means. The smells from that box. It's not a milk substitute. It is a milk. It's soy milk. If you're saying, I think you mean to say, what do you use as a dairy substitute? Sorry, I'm a grammar stickler. It's a milk. It is milky. It is by all definitions a milk. It's just I use anything that I can get my hands on, an alt milk that's on sale. So like I'm usually able to get them for $1 or $2. So I save a lot of money. I get the non-dairy stuff for super cheap. Eggo won by far, Coda 120, by far. Oh, Ruben Feldman, I totally know what you meant. I wasn't like, hopefully I wasn't coming across as snippy. Well, I mean, there's this debate of like, what is meat and what is dairy? You know, what is milk and what is meat? I'm like, well, is meat defined? Is it muscle? I guess. Is it fat? I guess. It's meat. Something that you consume. Something that tastes hearty. Fills you up. Meat. Whether it's made with pea protein or An animal, I don't think most people care. Oh, Eggo definitely won. Most substitutes turn you off. I mean, coconut milk I love. That's absolutely my favorite. I cannot handle dairy milk. Even as a kid, I didn't like it. The only time you ever saw me, because they didn't have the alt milks, so to speak, back in the day, or at least not the way they do today. So it was either dairy or nothing. What's that from, Stephen Craig? Bagram says it's protein. Exactly. So whether it's pea protein or protein that came from an animal, I will say this. I stand by. I don't think most people care. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, that's unnatural." That's not natural. You can't eat a soy milk. You can't drink that. You can't use a soy milk. That's unnatural. They say as they're chowing down how many unnatural foods and sodas. It's just as quote-unquote natural as anything. Can your body metabolize it? Yes. Okay, well, there you go. Oh, apparently I said meat multi-syllable. Oh, C. Travis, sorry, didn't see you were here. Thank you for coming. Take care. Mystery Goat. If you like the Impossible Whopper from Burger King, it's okay. Not bad. Not great. If you want a good Impossible Burger or Beyond Burger, Fat Burger is king. It is so much better. Oh, it's so good. Oh, don't get me going on balls again, Mark. Well, there you go. I've now eaten my weight in cereal. This is why I can only eat cereal on the weekends, because, like, I will fill up. No, I don't need the Heimlich. It was just it was liquid. Liquid would have gone down. And now popcorn. I don't know if Diana's gonna make it. If she offers, I'll say don't do it tonight because I had cereal. Actually, I should tell her that now. It's for calories. It's for calories. Pew, pew, pew. Give me a second. Call Diana. Just to make sure. Calling her now. They were out doing some hiking today, so. Columbia, Missouri. Missouri has a warehouse. Think it's a factory. It makes Impossible meat. Oh, cool. Is that a brand or a restaurant? What? Oh, Fat Burger? It's a restaurant. Fast food joint. Can't you just check her? Yeah, but Diana never checks. Okay, here we go. Please do not make any popcorn tonight. Okay, let me capitalize not. There we go. Please do not. Because again, like I said, I mean that was definitely my caloric intake. I'm good. She doesn't answer the phone either. No, she doesn't. This is a funny thing. Bagram says, never say no to food. You never know when the next meal is. I'm good right now. Oh, here comes Diana. Hey. Don't make any popcorn for me.
Why?
What do you mean, why like that? Why'd you say why?
Why? Because, I don't know.
Okay, because I
No.
was doing a taste test of something else, so I'm, like, loaded on calories.
Okay.
What the hell did she say?
We're outside.
Yeah. But thanks anyway.
Okay, so no. Okay, got it.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye. I did say please. I did. I said please. Thank you for the thank you reminder. Now, see, if I would have said it would have been love you, like Peter Griffin, you know? He goes, love you. In a very wrong way. Skype? Who uses Skype? I don't use Skype. Who the hell uses Skype? Dewey 1984. What? Yeah, if you need me, you get me on Discord. Skype. Yeah, Impossible at Avengers Campus. You mentioned that the other night, big fan. What are the perks of this Lego Media thing? Real Ben Feldman, I don't know. I've seen a few streamers who are recognized Lego fan media, but I don't know if variety streamers could be considered. Like, unless I'm 100% Lego stream, I don't even know if I could be accepted. But we'll see. I threw him a lot of like links. I'm like, here's what I do, here's how I do it. You know, it's not just Lego, it's other things. But we'll see. I threw him a lot of links and tried to provide a lot of context. So theoretically, they'll come back to me. That sounded like the Skype ringtone. Oh, it wasn't Skype. That wasn't Skype. No. We use another IMer. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. Exactly, Mark. No, we never have that problem. No hang-ups on the hang-ups. Well, so far so good. Of course, we haven't gotten to the balls. Your daughter says, you sound like Guy... I sound like Guy Fieri? She asks if I say, diners, drive-ins, and dives. I don't know. I've never seen Guy... I know he's got the hair and the flaming shirt. Does he sound like that? I don't know. You tried signing up for a Lego affiliate link? Oh, yeah. No, affiliate link is a different story. This is more like fan media, as in you represent the Lego community in general. You're an ambassador of sorts. They have Lego sets of the 89 Batmobile and Batwing that I'm desperate to own. Oh, nice. All this talk of balls and flaming shirts. Business. Oh, business. Oh, doing 1984. Hit me up on Discord. Speaking of Discord. Bang. Discord. Hit me up there. Talk about those vintage Star Wars figures. We can settle that. Thank you for following Paranoid Eye Android. That sounds so familiar. What the heck? Did Look Mom No Computer get that too? The Lego partnership? It's possible. I don't know that person. I've just seen it like on 2 or 3 streams. I'm like, ooh, I want to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. They may say no, but I gave him plenty of fuel. I'm like, here are the things that I've done recently, and here are some things that I've done over my history, right? You know, so. Oh, he built a Lego turntable. That's cool. See, I'm not a guy. I love the minifigures. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of the minifigures. But, you know, theoretically, I would get, I should have included links to some tweets, but, oh well. I did not. What am I printing tonight? Sort of looks like an Imperial Tower. It's not a tower. Let me put it, okay, I gave out the clue on Twitter, and I'll give it to you now. It's also in Arabesh, in the PIP. This is something I picked up at Tashi Station. Picked it up at Tashi Station. Okay. Oop, I can't type. Fix him, dude, but no comment there. Luke was going to Tashi Station to pick up a girl. No. That would be a great trivia question. Luke was going to Toshi Station to pick up, what? Or to pick up what? A girl. B, more cereal. C, his girlfriend's Starbucks order. Or D, power converters. Seriously, it should be like a trivia question, for real. Yeah, I kind of want. It sounds really weird, but I kind of want to tweet something. I want to tweet that. I want to tweet that as a poll. Be kind of funny.
Map76 is now hosting my stream with 1 viewer.
Hey, CNEP76. Hope your stream went well. Sorry I couldn't tune in. I was kind of doing my own. CNEP, by the way, is streaming now on Twitch officially. Shout out to CNEP76. fellow nerd, 3D printing guy, Star Wars fan, lover of the figures, the Star Wars things, which is awesome. Need more Cine up in my life. I've got one thing. Let's see here. Say, Luke was going to Tashi Station to pick up a girl. His uncle's Starbucks order. Owen. Oh wait. His aunt's Starbucks order. Not enough. An aunt's Starbucks order. An aunt's Starbucks order. That's enough. I don't have enough characters. A girl. An aunt's Starbucks order. Auntie's Starbucks. Aunt's Baru's Starbucks order. To pick up. What else? A laser sword? There we go. A laser sword. Okay. C. A laser sword. Or D. Power converters. We're going to leave it for one day. If it gets good engagement, I may do a wacky poll every day. Like a wacky trivia poll and kind of like mess up the answers. Just to see what people vote for. A laser bread knife would have been even been better. But you know, laser sword probably could be like, for anybody who doesn't know Star Wars would probably guess that, right? That wouldn't surprise me if they guessed that, not knowing anything about Star Wars. Like power converters, that sounds so stupid. Who the hell would pick up power converters? Dumb. So I tweeted that. There's the link. Family Guy, the lightsaber cheese slicer. Oh, right. It's been so long since I've seen any of them. So seemingly he's coming across okay. I mean, I'm seeing some slight anomalies, which are definitely probably on my end. It could be that I would, if I do this again at 0.20 or 0.2 mm, 0.20 layer height, some of this stuff may get mitigated. Give this power converter to somebody else, or keep both of them. That's a nice color and texture. I agree. I'm using this filament right there. I should have added something ball. Why would I have added ball? Ball. Okay. How long from start to finish to make something? Basics depends on speed, depends on the size of the print, depends on the layer height. So this is a 0.15 millimeter layer height. So it's taking, and I probably have to readjust the clock, but I'm at 56%, hour 40 left. I gotta check the timer on that because I don't think I'm anywhere near. Give me a second. Timer. Yeah, I'm definitely nowhere near. Hour 40 is... Wait. 60... not too far off. It depends on the layer height as well. So, you get... I'm doing this to get maybe a bit more detail. Probably didn't need to do a 0.15. But I'm like, alright, I'll do it. Why not? We'll see how it goes. I probably could have done this just as well with a 0.2, and I think I would have been just as fine with a 0.2. It would have taken a lot less time, and I think the output would have been equally as good. Smaller layer height, more detail, yes, but slower speed. Yeah, well, not slower speed, but it would take longer. I wouldn't say slower speed. speed is about the same, 100% of how it travels, but you get more layers. So, you know, imagine like 20 pancakes versus 15 pancakes. That's the difference. So think of each as a point as like a pancake, and I would say there is a difference in terms of output or quality. And I've vacillated between 0.15 and 0.2, but Builder's Mark, the creator of the model, suggested using the 0.15 setting, and I'm like, all right, well, let's see how it goes. I'm not too concerned. I'm not seeing anything that's necessarily throwing me off, like, oh my god, this is horrible. But I think I would have been just as well served by a 0.2 layer height on this thing. Thank you for following, by the way, AZ Clock. Welcome aboard. Welcome to my play shop. I stream live every day at 6 p.m. Pacific here in the Seattle area. Flying J991 asks if I have a gallery of the 3D prints I've been doing. No, they're kind of scattered about. I really don't. I've been archiving on YouTube. I don't expect people to look into it too deeply. I have to facilitate everything on my own, so sometimes things get missed. I do sometimes, though not as often as I should, print and publish on my Instagram account and then Twitter as well. Twitter's the best place to follow, of course. Discord, certainly. But Twitch is pretty much the only place. And that's largely live, apart from the archives, which don't stick around forever, which is why I very often export externally. I am thinking about doing shorts, even though they won't be very well produced, but like doing a short on my primary YouTube channel and just making it nothing but shorts to see how that goes for a while, because I've archived and it doesn't get anything for attention because they're just archives. But if I publish just shorts, what the idea would be that the thing that I just printed would be the subject of the short for the day. When I have overhangs, shorter layer heights equals smaller overhangs per layer. So smaller layer heights means you can get away without support sometimes. Oh, fair enough. Because that, you know, I wonder if that would have made a lot of difference in the Boba Fett, the throne. Because this was at a 0.2, right? On its back. It was at a 0.2. I think I did okay with it. I mean, apart from the side bands, which again, the artist, I feel, could have done them such that there wouldn't have been any anomalies on the printout. 0.2 gave Builder's Mark anomalies on the overhangs. Okay. So that would explain it. So here's the question then, Builder's Mark. Where did you experience the overhangs? What am I watching for? You just had flashbacks to all the minifig shoots on Instagram. Wasn't sure if you're missing anything. Now, I mean, the problem is I don't Instagram everything that I get. I don't. And it's because it's just me. And it's like, why do something there when a bulk of my effort is on Twitch? So, you know, I may end up bringing in somebody else to help support me in all of those endeavors, like republishing across social media the things that I might share in the stream. It would be a lot easier to handle. But you saw me using a file yesterday. Did I go through and sand down those to smooth out the lines? Oh, this is actually a second print. I printed this one overnight because I wasn't happy with how the parts on the side came out. And I'm like, and I just kept, the more I kept looking at it, I'm like, you know, I want to try it again. And so I repositioned it and rotated it on the printer, and this came out fantastically better. Diana is taking the original model. We're not getting rid of it. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it, but she's going to spray paint it gold, and then Jedi can use it for her figures. Did I end up printing the pillow for the throne? No, I haven't done that yet either. I don't know. There's just some... The pillow could be fine, but like you know, even though Boba Fett is not quite in there perfectly, like it just, I feel it's big enough for him. I mean, it's probably too big for the scale for the 3.75 inch, but it just looks good. I didn't do it to match that particular scale precisely because I would have lost detail in the runes. So I decided not to do that. RC Maniac says, once you start making your own models, you may change your tune on it. I feel the model could be done without anomalies because it's not always easy. Oh, no. What I'm saying is the model printed out fine, except for those parts. And if the artist would have angled, specifically up from the back, like if he would have angled up, or he or she would have angled up, or maybe even done like angle up and angle back, I feel that nothing in the model would have necessarily been lost, and it would have worked better specifically in that area. These bars here. These were the things that I was a little concerned about. And they did have the anomaly, but ultimately I'm like, okay, this is fine. I'm not going to complain. This looks like the coolest print I've ever done, the 3D print. You mean the Boba Fett? I'm kind of in agreement. Like, it's really nice. I was waiting for this particular type of filament color before I tried it, and I'm very glad that it turned out as well as it did. I'm really happy with it. But unless you mean the power converter, which is equally as cool because the power converter has never been modeled before, or at least for 3D printing, to my knowledge. To my knowledge, it has not been done before, which I'm totally fine with. And as I said, it is hosted on thangs.com. So if you want to get your own, get it there. Download an AR. Which is, pretty darn amazing. So, let me do this. Pretty sick? Oh, I hope not. I get my second vaccine this week. On the pipes and balls, there was an amount of perimeter overhangs that didn't meet my requirements of no supports. By slicing it 0.15, then it did. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's find out. Last night's print looked the most polished, in my opinion. It was not. The overnight print was better because I did it without supports back here because I thought they would be useless, and they indeed were when the print was done. So that turned out better. And then even on this side, I had some anomalies last night. This printed just fine by placing it in a different position on the printer. And then even the slats, despite the anomalies, turned out to be more even after clipping off, or at least even enough to like, okay, this is workable. It feels almost like rune-esque. Like this was the where I cut seems to look like it's kind of a part of the throne versus something that was just a damage, like what had happened on the other print. Did I say thangs for all my thangs? Yes, bang thangs, right there. So as much as this looked polished, by the way, Builder's Mark, I'm reaching out to my thangs representative to see about getting your power converter possibly promoted. I don't know how they do that, but like this deserves to be on the front page. It is, although you may have to rename it. My recommendation for naming this file would be like Tosche Station Power Converter that Luke Skywalker from Star Wars didn't get. Call it. Can you do a title that long? Like you say like Tosche Station Power Converter. Wait. Power converter from Tosche Station that Luke Skywalker of Star Wars didn't get. There you go, like that. That's what you got to title it. Title it that. Power converter from Tosche Station that Luke Skywalker of Star Wars didn't get. You got to do it. Rename it. Trust me. You got to make it search friendly. Because people are going to look for Tosche Station Power Converter, or Luke Skywalker Power Converter, or Star Wars Power Converter. You got to trust me on this. Trust me, Builder's Mark. Pack it. Pack it. Because he didn't get it. Searching is fine. But I wouldn't say searching is tags, not titles. Because never underestimate the power of Google. Number one. Number two, like, you read that title, you know exactly what it is. Like, Luke did not get power converters from Toshi Station. Right? Those are also the tags you should use, don't get me wrong. But, like, that title, you can get the power converter that Luke didn't get. You can print one. Luke didn't get it because he didn't have a 3D printer. Have I ever considered fasting? I did very briefly, and I don't know if I saw the direct benefits. I mean, ultimately, I found that, you know, eating a certain amount of calories per day keeps me at a healthy weight for me. I say that after having ingested, like, seemingly half a box of cereal this evening with milk. With all the more reason why I'm done eating for the day. Because I even had some vegan cheese. I was testing some vegan... Tomorrow's going to be a vegan cheese taste test. It is really good. I got them on sale. You don't trust me? Oh, yeah. No. I'm just saying title's important. I'm not saying, like, in terms of search. Like, people are going to see the title, before they see the tags. The tag may populate meta search on any one given platform. But let me put it this way. What's the problem in putting them in both places? Like, I look at a title more than I see the tags. So as much as it might help Google and the search engines and stuff, the tags or whatever, it's always a moving target. I say pack the title. Pack it. Am I making this? Yes. I am. Right now. As a matter of fact. Live. In real time. I am making it. Vegan cheese yuck. Oh, no. Oh my god, you can't say yuck until you've tried it. It tastes exactly like cheese. We had the, like, dairy cheese. We had, I got them on sale, like, $1.50 per pack, and they're usually, like, $5, so it was, like, an insane deal. I got, like, provolone, sharp cheddar, and feta, and I love feta. And it tasted a lot. If it was crumbled, I wouldn't know the difference between that and feta, but we had it, I sliced it, and it had a texture, almost a flavor of the Baby Bell. No, not Baby Bell, but the, what's that cow? Laughing Cow? Remember those Laughing Cow cheese slices? That's what the feta texture reminded me of. It's good? I agree. So anyway, I would not, like, I would not automatically dismiss you can have it and you wouldn't know it was vegan. Guarantee it. Most people eat garbage anyway, like total junk. So you don't really want to thumb your nose at something you haven't necessarily tried. It isn't bad. If I'm eating it, it's not bad because I'll eat garbage food, don't get me wrong. But, like, if it doesn't taste good, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You like this overlay? Yeah, this overlay is like the starting screen. This is like a fun little overlay. And then when people, like, do cheers or subs or follow, then it highlights in the middle down there the blank space. Doesn't have all the elements, but this is where we are. So just so you know where we are in terms of on the print, we appear to be. Oh God, dude, Chris, my God, I'm getting dizzy. We are right around here with these lines, and see, Builder's Mark did it right. See how they're angled? This is exactly what that other artist should have done, and I don't think we would have run into problems, specifically with Boba Fett. So, yeah, Builder's Mark, I feel, did a very good job with this. Ooh. So then we're moving up to we're into this section here. And then we're going to move up to the balls. And then that's the top there. Oops, let's do this. Ah! Sorry, I'm trying to get it. Oh God. This is so freaking sensitive. It's weird how I gotta get it to rotate just to... Okay. It almost looks like a robot. But that's about where we are. That's on thangs.com. The problem when I scroll up is that if I'm doing it in the middle of the model, it zooms in. So I gotta remember not to use the scroll bar there. It's your thing. Is that what Coda 120 was doing? Can't get it just right. But, oh well. Even though it's a controversial topic, would you touch on the vaccines for a bit in this live stream? Thoughts on masks? Oh, great. You're just going to throw me into the middle of that, aren't you? Font size is kind of small and hard to read. Old eye syndrome. What font size? Where? Gonna have to narrow it down. Vader time, then freeze. Oh, I totally missed that. Okay. Totally missed it. Funny, yeah, so okay. It's your thing. Print what you want to print. Can't tell you what color filament. I can do it again. It's your thing. Print what you want to print. I can't tell you what color filament. Ow, it's ripping my hair out. Oof. Okay. Now, I have a... Oh, by the way, thank you, Timex Owl, for following. I totally missed that. Thank you, Timex Owl, for following. Oh, let's do this. Totally missed you, Timex Owl. I don't know how the hell I missed you. Thank you, CRS. Appreciate that. By the way, thank you for popping in here, Maricos. Shout out to Maricos. That's how I say his username. Because that's just me. We're looking good. You see, I'm seeing some stringing. Nothing terrible, though. You love the heavy breathing with the Darth Vader heavy breathing? Or me? Or both of us? I have to be honest, I wish Thangs would give creators a little more control over uploading editing tools on their site. I know they want to be different from the other guys. Yeah, you know, honestly, I've got a lot of feedback for Thangs. I do. And I've given a fair amount of it. And I don't know how fast they iterate. You know, how quickly they do, or how or where they accommodate feedback. They've got I want to say they've got a Discord server now, and also, no, not Discord. They've got a subreddit and Facebook, but I'm like, there's certain places that I want to give my feedback. Like, I'm looking for, you know, the infinite scrolling on a search with just thumbnails. Like, that would be great. That would be amazing. Would I recommend a good Star Wars model to print for a beginner? Well, Paranoid Eye Android, I'm a beginner, and I've printed a great many Star Wars models. This isn't too bad, I mean, because if you print it, you won't have to use supports. So ultimately, I think the fewer supports you use, the better your time is going to be. But it depends on the kind of stuff you like. There are plenty of coasters and coins that are pretty simple and straightforward. Those are fun. I've got another coaster / coin that I want to do. It's not exactly, you know, what's happening right now, because this came in today, this particular file. Think about what you like about Star Wars and go that direction. Anything without supports, anything that may be tied to your favorite character, something that you enjoy seeing or would enjoy buying that doesn't already exist. There's so many objects out there that can be done. Lithophanes can be just as fun so long as you have the right filament for it, like a lighter or a white type of filament. From what you can tell, they have an enterprise system, and the Thangs is the consumer front end. It's quite possible, RC Maniac. And new stuff, as Up 76 notes to Paranoid iAndroid, new stuff shows up all the time. This power converter didn't exist for me until today, because Builders Mark, who's hanging out in chat, did it. Another thing you may want to be looking into is something that Fix'em Dude does. He's got a series of models, like pieces that you can print out. So I did this one a while ago, and this was easy to print out. You can either print out the individual pieces or print a model to be snapped apart by somebody else to give as a gift. So Fix'em Dude makes a variety of Star Wars models as well. Shout out to Fix'em Dude. And he's here, if he's still here. I don't know. There's probably like competing streamers right now. That's the thing about, as you expand your network, like, you know, more and more people that are like, oh yeah, I like watching such and such and so and so. So yeah, just I mean, it kind of depends. Were you Paranoid iAndroid? Were you thinking about something in particular? Builders Mark did an amazing job, an awesome job cranking out that power converter so quickly. I don't know how quick he did it, but let me put it this way. I'm like, dude, yeah, I'd print that. Cool, we'll try that. TIE Fighter looks great. It is a TIE Defender? Fix'em Dude, do you have a link to where Paranoid iAndroid can grab that file? Easy, he went to Toshi Station. Unplug my... I'd been getting along just fine. I have this issue where this damn thing, like, boots me out. I hadn't thought about it until tonight. Until just now. Screwed up. Give me a second. Oh, come on. Dang, dude. What the heck is going on? Fix'em Dude, did you share? I'm sorry, like, my chat. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Thingiverse. He's got his Thingiverse links. Let's make sure that Paranoid Android sees that. iAndroid. There we go. I'm just trying to make connections for y'all. Sorry. It froze because a little dialogue popped up, had to take care of it. You start at noon CST, then go till whenever. Yeah, all that music. Thank you for that Pixie emote, X-Files. I tell this community, I tell this group of people, I'm always looking for new Star Wars stuff to print. Always. You know, Builders Mark, you know, this is exactly the kind of thing that I like. No support, Star Wars, unique, well designed. I feel you started this model at 8 a.m. and you finished at 10? Oh my god. 2 hours? For real? Holy cow. That's incredible. 2 hours? I got to think about other Star Wars things to 3D. Okay, so let me show you something. Builder's Mark. People are currently going nuts over a droid from the Bad Batch that I feel could be a 3D model. Let me find it for you, because I don't know when they're gonna make it, but like the Bad Batch just released the new episode the other day. As soon as it hits my feed again, what are some other things? I think I've got a couple of things that I've wanted that don't yet exist for printing. I should pass them along because this is like great. That's unbelievable. This took you 2 hours. You know, if it's new, unique, and Star Warsy, I am going to print it. Like, you do it. Like, oh yeah, I don't have that yet. Who has a power converter? Nobody. Let me see if I can... Oh, come on, dude. I figured I'd be able to scroll in my feed and then find that droid. Let me search on Twitter here. Bad Batch droid. There we go. Clink. Clink is the name of the droid. So... Oh, yeah. It would definitely need... Well, unless its arms were, like, up... I wonder. So there's a here. Builder's Mark. Let me link you here. So there. Oh yeah. Shout out to Deviously Mango. I don't dislike Popcats. They make me laugh, actually. So this is, I wonder if something like, if its arms were like up instead of down, if they were modeled like up, I feel that it could be done without supports. This is a little more complex though, as opposed to this one's more, this is more of an object. What the power converter versus a droid. Let's see here. Do I have? I thought I had a list of items that I'd love to see. I guess I do not. Thought I did. Huh. I seriously thought I did. I guess I'm gonna have to rethink. Is it in Discord? My list? I don't think so. Like... Oh, I know what I want. I think I sent this list to somebody else, I think. So there are things called Star Tots. This is definitely not as... Like a power converter, you're just like geometric, right? But like a lot of the stuff that that I think would really work well, I'm not sure if they'd be as easy to design. So back in the day, Kenner was set to produce toys for kids called Star Tots. And these Star Tots, they were these little, like, little people. And the 3D printing professor has like a Cthulhu kind of creature, a Lovecraft creature, that's styled very much like a Star Tot. And then eventually, like, pins were made around Celebration. I've actually seen the Star Tots prototypes up close. It's pretty incredible. Like, they're these little, like, chibi Star Wars figures. And I feel they could be done... Star Tots. How do you explain them? Yeah, just Google Star Tots. Oops. Link for the model I'm talking about? Oh, the Cthulhu? I think Fangs.com had it the other day. Give me a second. They had it on the... I want to say they had it on their front page. Let's find Fangs. Because he just did a video on them. And then he set up an account and then uploaded. I may have to actually search for it. Oh, wait, hang on. Look, there's your power converter. Right there. I favorited it. And then I'll post a link to the photo, too. Builder's Mark. They got a lot of their Mother's Day stuff up. Alright, we got a pling. Hang on. Give me a sec. Dude, where is it? I guess I'm gonna have to, like, search directly for it and hope I find it. Thank you for following, D. Vader. Love that handle. So you went with printing the power converter rather than going to Toshi Station to pick one up? Yes. Actually, I did. I got the file to print so I can make as many power converters as I want and Luke can bite me. Looking on things for a camera mount for a Keedy Plus. Is it Keedy or Cheedy? How goes it? It goes well, D. Vader. It's an honor to have you. Welcome to my play shop. Let's see if I can find that Lovecraft creature. I mean, Star Tot. If you look at Star Tots, Builder's Mark, they give you the idea of style. These little chibi type of Star Wars figurines. And I think any one of them could be done without supports. So, most of them. Not all of them. But, wait. Lovecraft? Wasn't it like a I think it was called Lovecraft Creature or something like that. Is this it? No. It was a little... There we go. Cute Lovecraft-inspired pawns. Is this it? Dang, dude. Why is this taking so freaking long to load? He'd even... Swear to God, he even put... There we go. I knew he had it on Fangs. I just couldn't find it. There we go, Builder's Mark. Let me see if I can... Yeah, Luke can bite me. That is a nice model. I agree. You have some nice models from Star Wars from a Patreon. I have yet to do a Patreon. Yeah, but like I said, Builder's Mark, look at Star Tots for an idea. Like, because my wish is to have these little Star Wars figurines like that, quick to print, no supports, the variety of characters that could always be extended, right? Like, and now a Bib Fortuna, or now a little C-3PO, or now a... They're modeled a lot like Little People are modeled. You know, the new Little People done by... is that Hasbro? Who makes the Little People? Mattel? I'm not sure. But that, or those types of figurines, I feel could do really well. That's my feeling. That's my gut. Not Lego size. No, I'd say a couple inches. Maybe, let's see here. That'd be... Maybe like 6 centimeters max. Like, not that high. Not that tall. Chibi. Yeah, like I said, chibi style. Hey, Avaline French. Hope everything's going well for you there. Especially today. CNEF's got to head out. Alright, fair enough. Thanks again. Oh, I'm glad Pivotal Peep was able to help you troubleshoot. Which one am I looking to print? No. What do you mean, which one? The Star Tots? Well, like, they only made 4 prototypes. But I'm saying, like, a series of the characters styled like that would be pretty fun. I mean, to 3D print any of them... Thank you for this posture check. To 3D print any one of them, I think would be pretty cool. Like, because it was never done. Like, no one had... So it would be cool to have a Star Tot model that Star Wars collectors would understand. Oh, it's a Star Tot, but there were so many of them. Like the Star Tot, they made different pins, right? So even though they never made a Darth Vader Star Tot, like this one is styled like the Star Tot would look like. Only it would be like this chibi looking 5 centimeter character, but they like any one of the characters, you know, would look good. But the idea would be that you'd have all these characters in the same style to actually build a collection. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not just one character. It's like, and now there's a Princess Leia that's done in the same style, kind of like Funko. You know how Funko has pop vinyl, right? There's a Funko Pop vinyl, this, that, and the other thing. Well, imagine the same thing for Star Wars characters, but just they're styled similarly, but they're different characters, you know? I mean, you gotta really love Star Wars, I think, but like, that to me, those would be so cool to print off those types of figurines, and they would look so good, you know, on, you know, through FDM, right? You would so paint figures like that for yourself. That's what Sushi Boy Simon says. See, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one, Builder's Mark. Sushi Boy Simon, by the way, Builder's Mark crafted this particular power converter that I'm printing tonight. Hoth Off podcast. I am well. I was able to listen very briefly. I had some like audio issues. It was totally me because I was driving. So happy to tune in. I saw you broadcasting at the time. I'm like, no way, that's so cool. And this is what I'm printing now. It was crafted today by Builder's Mark. If I find the file again. Come on, I know it was like on the front page. I swear. Wasn't it? There we go. This is what I'm printing. A power converter. You can see where it is on the model. On the print. So we're getting close to the top. Coming up on the next, or the first pair of balls. Or I guess trio of balls. Right there. You're doing well? Glad to hear it. I'll mix those he wants with Among Us and have them split to reveal a bone. What? You saw the power converter in the Discord? Yes. You can do it. Like this is no supports. Theoretically won't need any supports at 0.15 mm layer height. 0.2 I was inclined to do, but that may have introduced a few different issues. But so far, so good. Glad you enjoyed last night's raid, Sushi Boy Simon. Noise Brew was actually in here again tonight, which is great to see. That's why I love raiding new people on Twitch, because I'm like, who is this person? You know, what do they do? Can we meet a new friend? As much as I love raiding people that I already knew or already know, love doing that too. But especially when there's an opportunity to meet someone new, you just get to extend your community, right? What am I printing today? I am printing a power converter that would have been seen in Star Wars. Specifically A New Hope. When Luke Skywalker was going to Toshi Station to pick up Toshi Station, Tosche. Hey, Dan L. Sushi Boy Simon, apparently Builder's Mark took 2 hours to do this. 2 hours, and the entire world now has a power converter that they can print. I can't believe that.
Sith Lord _ Brit rated my stream with 13 viewers.
Shout out to Sith Lord Brit. Huge shout out. She was 3D printing something today, cosplay for Mandalorian and Predator. I don't know if both at the same time. I don't know if that was a mashup, but thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. I'm Chris. I often will pop into Sith Lord Brit's chat when she's streaming and I'm not, just to hang out and listen, learn something new. Even if it's in the middle of a conversation, that's usually when you jump in a live stream. But very glad to have you here. I live stream every night at 6 p.m. I'm a geek or a nerd, whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I am live streaming at 6 p.m. I'm a variety streamer. I love Star Wars so much. So much. Hey, mine. 37388. I was chatting alongside you, Sith Lord Brit's stream earlier today, this afternoon. So like tonight, what did I do? I did a taste test comparison between Eggo cereal and honeycomb cereal. Spoiler alert: Eggo, the cereal, is amazing. If you see the Eggo, no, I'm serious. Next time you go to the store, go to the cereal aisle and grab a box. You will not regret it. It's amazing. The Eggo cereal is amazing. It gets 5 stars from me. Eggo cereal gets 5 stars from me easily. You did not, but has improved. Had the resin printer up and running. Oh, great! That's good. Any new action figures? Yes. Today I showcased a few action figures. I'm a 5 POA fan, and so I bit the. Oh no, my Green Ranger's coming apart. I just realized maybe I will have to open these. I got Power Rangers 5 POA figures here from Super 7. Picked those up today. And then I also picked up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The only ones I want to collect because they're 5 POA. So yes, I got those action figures today. Showcase those. And another thing I'm doing is printing the power converter, or a power converter, from Star Wars. Specifically, the power converter that Luke would have picked up at Tosche Station. So, I do a lot of things on a very regular basis. And interact with chat. That's like one of my favorite things to do, is interacting. Love the interaction stuff. So, like, ask questions. Talk. Give feedback. Go back and forth, you know. Sith Lord Brit might be able to better explain the differences between resin or FDM, like the type of printer I'm using. But generally speaking, my understanding is that, yeah, you can get far more detail and even smaller prints. So a lot of the stuff that I've wanted to print, I can't, because it's too much detail. And for that to work out in my favor, I would need to use something like resin. But resin is a bit more messy. There's a bit more cleanup. You need better ventilation. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe at some point in the very distant future, if and when I get a studio space, like a dedicated studio space, and actually have maybe a production team, if I can dream of that, then, you know, it's possible someone else could help set that up and help manage and make that part a lot easier for me to do. Because doing it on my own, I don't know. Dan L says, I love 5 POA action figures. I only collect Star Wars and 5 POA 375. That's awesome. I don't. Like, when it comes to Star Wars, oh, it's a figure? I'll collect it. I tend to like the smaller scales more than the larger scales of figures, so I tend to float more towards the 3.75-inch variety myself. That is my favorite scale, which is one of the reasons why when Super 7 produces a figure that I'm like, oh, that's really cool, I'll often grab it. And sometimes I'll grab 2. Like, I'm very often inclined to grab... I've these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are actually duplicates, so that I can open one and I can keep one in the package. But as I noticed when I was picking up the Power Rangers, this bubble is coming off the green card ever so slightly. It's not damaged, but it's not... it definitely did not adhere... It doesn't seem to be an error, so I may just keep it that way, because the card's pretty decent, but... You know, I didn't watch the Power Rangers growing up. I barely watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But still, I mean, like, okay, those are pretty cool. I know of the Power Rangers. If I was ever going to collect a Power Rangers thing, 5 POA would be it. Because I'm the same way. I grew up with my vintage Star Wars figure collection. I'll pick up the camera and show you in a second. What program, asks Fishlangs, am I using to build my models? I don't build the models, other people do, but in terms of slicing the models and preparing them for the printer, I just use Prusa Slicer, which is free. Fishlangs also asks, how much are these printers? Well, it depends on which printer you get. And everyone's got a difference of opinion. Like this, that, and the other thing. Some people recommend this, some people recommend that. Me, I've only had one printer, and it's this printer that I'm sitting in front of right now. And I'm not going to say I love it. I love what it does. It's been relatively low maintenance. It works. It's a Prusa Mini, and it would have cost around $350 to $400. So, which is very. how else was I ever going to make a power converter? How else was I going to print a Boba Fett? Hang on, Fishlangs. Let me go full screen here for you. I printed this basically last night. That's a 3.75 inch. That's the new vintage collection Boba Fett on the throne. This is the second one I did. The first one I did, I wasn't as satisfied with, so I passed it on to my family. My wife is gonna spray paint it gold. The other one gold, but this one came out really well. So if you watch The Mandalorian, and I assume you do, the throne upon which Fennec Shand and Boba Fett sat is this. So yeah, it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. I'm like, wow. I agree. It's very cool. It's so cool. Looks fantastic. I happen to agree. Most of the things that I print are Star Wars related. There are times that I've done things that aren't. But those are the models that I tend to chase. And there are definitely exceptions to that rule. For example, like one of the things that I want to print at some point, when I get to a different type of filament color, or like start printing a lot in that filament color, are the series of bits, and this may end up just being like kind of like a 3-day print or what, like, you know, just going from yes to no to neutral. From Tron, I think printing out the Tron bits would be kind of fun. So there are times that I printed a Tron recognizer as well, but there are definitely times that I've printed things that aren't Star Wars related. Like here's a Cthulhu, these little pawns from 3D Printing Professor that I think would be kind of fun to do, even though I'm not necessarily a Lovecraft fan. I loved Lovecraft Country on HBO Max. I thought it was a great series. Sushi Boy Simon notes for FDM, which is what this is. You'd get a Prusa i3 or a Mini. That's what I'm on a Mini. If you're on budget, then an Ender 3 or CR10. If you want resin, get an Anycubic Photon Mono. Well, but that's the thing, is just because you're on a... I'm just saying, I've heard a lot more people have a lot more issues with either the CR10 or the Ender 3. So, I'm the kind of person that I'd rather spend more and have fewer problems. That's me. So I don't even know the differences between the Mini and the i3 or the MKS whatever. I don't know. I'm not even close to being there. I am definitely not. I'm not a tweaker though. I'm not someone who just enjoys hardware all that much. But look at these. These are pretty cool. These Lovecraft pawns. I specifically love this Cthulhu figure, and I'm inclined to print this for Jedi. I'm inclined to print this little creature in pink or something like that for her. I am sponsored by Thangs, so that's why I'm browsing right now. Here's a Captain Rex helmet that's really not well done. The proportions are way off. That's my humble opinion. I like browsing the Thangs.com homepage to find things that otherwise I didn't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, I wonder if X. I wonder if Y. It's a great place to find inspiration. A lot of the stuff I'd never print, though. Like, why? I don't want that. I don't need that. But see, here's the thing. I look for Star Wars tags out, you know, the titles outright. Sometimes just searching for Star Wars, you know, yields the same things over and over again. Sometimes you have to be really, really, really specific. Oh, I have an Aziz Light Purple. Thank you, Krillin. Never feel bad about repeating yourself to me. Do I follow Chelsea from Chaos Core Tech? I follow her, yes. And I printed out her the Stay Puft Mini Baby. That was fun. I gave it to my daughter, little Mini. The only one the Stay Puft that I wanted to print was the one that I wanted to keep for myself, because I know if I'm printing something, I'm like, do we want this around? Why am I printing it? Am I printing it just to print it? Like, is this cool for me? Is it cool for us? Her Rancor was amazeballs. Yeah, actually, where is that? Because I need to look at the Rancor again. Is that on Fangs? Oops, I can't type. No, not Rancor. Rancor. This, yeah, Chaos Cortec. So, can it be printed? Whoa, that is detailed. Oh, I would need a resin printer for this. But it looks like it could print without supports. Oh man, I almost need. I've got a brown. Oh wow, this is another one I gotta remember, huh? Okay, I'm gonna bookmark that. That's pretty incredible. Yep, no supports. Tons of detail. So I would print this one. I would be inclined to do this at 0.15 or even going as long as 0.10 and just letting it go. Because that would be incredible. But I question the color. I don't know if I'd want to do it in brown. I would almost want to do it in like a color that you'd never really see it. Maybe even this color. Like a different colored Rancor. Because there's already a billion brown Rancors. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hollywood N3D. The T-Rex Rancor, is it? Did you say you printed a Rancor? I have not yet printed a Rancor. Shout out to Amish Ace. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. This 3D printer doesn't look like it's enclosed in a box. It is not. I use PLA, which is cornstarch based. So generally, and I only have this one printer. Generally, it's, I mean, no amount is safe to consume, but I'm not worried about ventilation as much as other people should and or would. What? Oh.
Brought you popcorn.
No, you didn't. Don't.
What did you eat?
The cereal.
But you usually have cereal and popcorn.
Yeah, but I had, like,
More than-
yeah, more than, I'm like, okay, this is a lot. And by the way, the honey, you can have the rest of them. Honeycomb was good, but no.
No?
The Eggo cereal is
Oh, I know.
friggin' bomb.
Try
Huh?
the one you let me try.
Yeah, the one I let you get the rest. Like all 3 pieces. Because I ate some last night, and then I was doing the comparison between that and honeycomb tonight, so.
All good?
Seemingly, yeah.
Did you bring my shirt yesterday?
Yeah. Who cares? I really like this color filament you're using. Actually great for... I agree. This is a printed solid bang filament. Printed solid Jesse PLA, tan 64. This color might be kind of fun for a Rancor. Have you spray painted it in gold yet?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I will.
Cause get that going tonight to get it going.
Do some graffiti while I'm at it.
So far, my Voxelab Aquila works great out of the box. Not bad for 170. I'm great with the Prusa. This is awesome. Love it. Get a paintbrush and make it perfect. No, I'm not a painter. So shout out to Sith Lord Brit. Oh, I can shout her out again though. That's easy. Just shout out to Sith Lord. Sith Lord Brit rated us, which is awesome. You printed and painted her Bernie Sanders model in 18 hours after it was released. Wow. I didn't do one of them. Oh, shout out to Big Jano. You love to print color. You love the print color. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, dude, the print colors. I love it. This is like I love it's perfectly neutral. And in fact, I may do the Rancor on this. That'd be Sith Lord Brit. Totally agreed. When I printed this one out, I'm like, this is the reason why this color was perfect. Because remember, Jabba's throne, right? This color, basically Jabba's throne. Like and I've got. Do I have it easily accessible? Give me a moment, okay? Chat amongst yourselves. Let me catch up on chat. I'm gonna go grab it. You have a photo of him on your Instagram. Okay, Sushi Boy Simon, thank you. Would I 3D print an Ewok? Yes, I would. What is the iridescent color you had the other night? Sith Lord Brit, that would be, I think Filament 1. Iridescent Pearl. PLA, iridescent pearl. You can Google it because I'm not sure what the manufacturer was. It wasn't printed solid. Okay, 1 minute. Do not start a hype train while I go grab a Jabba throne. Okay, I guess I'm not, because I thought I had it in one place, but I did not have it there. It wasn't there. Never mind. I was going to do a comparison. I was going to show them side by side. All right, give me a second. I'm not sure where Diana put it. And unfortunately, unless I can show them side by side, they won't work. But this is pretty close. This is really freaking close. Really, 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 really close. I want to use all the filament, but at the same time, I don't, because as soon as I use the filament, I can't use it again. You know what I'm saying? Well, it looks like the little balls printed well. Little balls are fine. Was David worried about the little balls or the big balls? I should print Babu Frick. Hello, I'm Babu Frick. Dread my go black. Black. Okay, so there's one that could be printed seemingly without, well, no, it would need supports. I've already got a couple of Babu Fricks. It's not bad. Did he get me? I don't think I... Yeah, I'm good. The Babu Frick might be kind of fun. Although, like I said, I gotta use supports. Alright. I bet my daughter would get a kick out of a pink Babu Frick. Okay. I'll give it a shot. Alright, who fired that blaster? Seoris. Shooting your blasters in here. You're watching Wipeout? Are we watching Wipeout? What's Wipeout? I don't even know what it is. Yeah, the balls look good. Builder's mark, everything seems fine. Seems like we are on our way to a relatively, I'm not going to say flawless print, but, I mean, flawless as far as I'm concerned, but some people say, oh, this could have been dialed in and that could have been. I'm like, I know. I understand. There's a heavy amount of layer lines here. I get it. But we are approaching just shy of an hour, 82%. This is about done. This is cool. I've got a power converter. And you can have a power converter too. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Da, da, da. Do 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 do. Music and blasters and old Jedi masters at the Star Wars. Do, do. Sorry about that. I had a little Fucho in me. You modeled this from a picture, Builders Mark? I think you did a great job. I don't know. I think you showed me the picture. I'm like, you did a good as job as any. Just like with the comlink, right? I feel that could have been remodeled. I'm not in any rush of doing it, but like remodeled to not use supports. Oops. Why do I have a mic up? What? What are you talking about? Oh, because of the farts? Yeah, no, that's it. Fucho the clown often pulls the farts out of me. It's what Fucho does. Fucho thinks he's funny. He, well, admittedly is. Fucho is very, very funny. Oh, man. How do we... Give me a second. Oh, what the heck? Can I not do it? Oh, I guess I can't. Okie dokie. Who do I have to thank? Oh, Pugsley 9999999. Thank you for following. Can I show from Discord 3D printing fun? Yeah, actually, give me a second. Let me do this, because I don't know how this is going to look. Oops. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Thought I had the iPhone on, but maybe not. Going into 3D printing fun. And back to the quad view. So, here we go, let's hide that. This is what we're looking at. This is what we should, this is what, this is pretty much what Builders Mark modeled. And I would say did a more than fair and accurate job with it. More than. Like, this is largely spot on, dude. Like, spectacular. Oh, yes, and thank you to Chris Travis. He's not here now. He had to head out early for the Stormtrooper pencil holder, because I don't know if I saw this one. Oh, maybe it won't need supports. I wonder. Let's see, what does it say? Rafts no, supports yes. Interesting. Infill 20. All right, I'm gonna put that to the side. Don't know what color I'm going to be using with it, but the AT-AT is off. But thank you, Avaline French, for cheering those 20 bits. It's been a relatively slow night. Otherwise, thank you so much for the cheers, Avaline. That looks like screen cap from Dark Forces, the video game. Possibly. Had we seen any other power converter before? I haven't. I didn't know what a power converter looked like. Derp. Oops, Wikipedia. Let's see what Wikipedia says. Where is it? Sir, how do I? Where's your Wikipedia? Where's search on Wikipedia? Holy cow, dude. I can see every option except for friggin' search. Right there. Sir, why isn't it a bar? Okay. Power converter. Power converter legends. Oh, there's no picture of a power converter otherwise. It's all legends. Yeah, power converter legends. Which this is might as well be canon. That's the here's the give me a second. There it is. There's like 3 power converters. So you can't just have one. You gotta print multiple times. No, you can't just have one. You have another 8 or 9 Black Series on the way this week. Or do you just like backfilling your library? That's crazy. Coda120 says, how do you model from a photo? Is it a scan or do you freehand? Well, he must do it. He must do it freehand because I don't think it was a scan. He couldn't find one anywhere in STL, OBJ, or 3MF. I hadn't seen one. I hadn't necessarily searched for one. There are many Star Wars things that I'm like, oh, I didn't know this existed. DG776 says, now this is what I call a 3D print. Thank you. I agree. Builder's Mark did a great job. Dave Filoni's brought so much back from Legends via the Clone Wars. Indeed. And Rebels. Yeah. And even to a large degree, Mandalorian. Like, that's the greatest thing, is being able to dip in and take from things that worked really, really well. Have I found the Clone Wars Black Series figures? No, I have not, big fan. So if anybody out there lives anywhere near a Target store, if you find them, let me know, because I can't. Rebels is an amazing show. Din time. Oh, fair enough, OZ2. Good to see you again. Take care. We will see you tomorrow, possibly. Panther Paws says, how often do you think you'll replace your 3D printer? For one that's more high-tech. I don't chase high-tech. I like the size of this. I like what it does. It's got its fair share of quirks. I probably need to do a lot more tinkering. Like I mentioned last night, like I noticed an anomaly on one side of the print, and I believe it was due to the position of it on the printer, not the model. I was right. By moving it, it was fine. But it was like under extruding on in a certain part and not on another. So I feel that I could do a better job with it if I knew more about it before, fiddling with anything and everything again. Generally, if I get it to work, I leave it. If it's doing everything I want it to do, I leave it that way. I don't tinker. So I'm not interested in more high tech. I'm interested in something that would be demonstrably better than what it is I have now. So let's just say Prusa, releases, a Prusa Mini 2 Plus or whatever, Mini 2, right? And there are just certain things that are different and better and upgraded. Could I go through and upgrade this printer? That is that is a possibility. Like I want to, like, Krusty's threatened to like come up and we tear it all down and then put it all back together again, which is like, oh my god, I don't even know I want to do that. But if he does, and that threat comes to fruition, I'm like, okay, well, if we put it back together, we're putting it back together with that base, because I want to build that stand on the base with the stand. But then I would more often I would more likely take this printer and move it elsewhere in the house as a backup or to run something else on, and then upgrade to a new mini if one comes out, if one's released, just to have an upgraded experience. So, I'm fine. I don't need the highest, biggest, bestest anything, everything. Something that's suitable for my environment. This is small. It would take up less space horizontally if I had that. If I knew I could handle putting together the kit option. But yeah, one day at a time. Hey Nikos, long time no see. Really? I see myself every day in the mirror. I look in the mirror. Although I don't look in the mirror every day. But I really don't. I don't look in the mirror a lot, which it would explain why I tend to wear the same shirts over and over again. All right, Avaline, take care. I'm grateful that you took a few minutes to spend with us. In 10 years from now, there will be less fiddling involved. That's what I'm saying. So, like, upgrade iteratively, right? You know what I'm saying? Am I running Octoprint? Slimy Mold asks, and thank you, by the way, for following last night, Slimy Mold. I am not. I'm not really inclined to connect this to anything else anywhere. I'm a big fan of the SneakerNet. I know I'm old school that way. I'm fine with slicing on the desktop, inserting a drive, and then inserting it into the system. I don't need to manage anything on a network at this time. That might change at some point in the future, but right now it's fine. You've had your FDM printer since 2015, says Sushi Boy Simon. It still works great. It doesn't surprise me. Like I said, I'm not, I feel like I got in at the right time, and it's the question of if I saw what they were offering for a quote-unquote upgrade, if I thought, oh, I could easily take advantage of that, or that would have been nice, or this would be great. Did I get Jedi's glasses yet? No, her new ones have not come in, but I did order a backup pair. We'll see how those turn out, too. Move it to Diana, and Jedi can print mermaid tails for Lego. Yeah. I don't even know what an MK3 is. An MK3 would not fit on this desk, though. So, that's probably not going to happen. Moreover, like, in terms of printing and managing that way, it is, I think when Jedi starts to learn a little more, then it becomes a greater possibility, but at this stage, we don't need to be multiplying 3D printers around here. That's not the plan. Because remember, I'm the one who has to run tech support. You can't just come over to the house and go, oh, I can help. That's me. That's 100% me. It's not working. Printer's claw. Printer's jam. Can you fix it? No, I will teach you how to do it once I learn how to do it. But right now, I barely know how to do it. Let's crawl before we walk. That's my goal, is to crawl before I walk. And I'm still making, like, egregious mistakes. You only got resin because you wanted detail. Yes, I'm not a painter, but resin is very compelling for me. I just don't think we've got a place for it, for ventilation and the chemicals involved. MK3 will fit and you teach them. No, it would not fit. It would not fit. And it's kind of like the blind leading the blind. Oh, so 3D printing is new to me. Yes, Slimy Mold. It is absolutely brand new to me. Brand new. Let me put it this way. I'm very grateful to have people like Builder's Mark in what I consider this community. He made this in 2 hours. He made a power converter that up until now did not exist. That is absolutely fantastic. I love that. Your local library has a few 3D printers, unfortunately still closed. Oh yeah. 3D modelers are a whole nother level. Dude, I'm telling you, Builder's Mark nailed this. It's I got a power converter that didn't exist. Oh man. And I think it's Legends. Like I think what someone said that it looked like the from Dark Forces, the game. It may very well be. That would not surprise me at all. Huh? You made a flow pot to print it? Wait. What's a flow pot? I don't even know. There are a lot better designers out there than I. I'm just scratching the surface. Dude, this is amazing. Flower on your phone. Oh, fair enough. I'm big into like just the printing thing. Like not the actual it's Rancor. Give me a second. Wait. Wow. I gotta find... Sorry, I'm making everybody dizzy. Oh wait, what was that? Star Wars lamp. Oh, that's cool. Oops. I'm trying to get something staged for a screenshot here. Tinkercad has worked out really, really well. Like, I mean, I haven't done a lot with it. I've only tinkered with it, but, you know, that's kind of the idea. I mean, we're almost done. We're getting towards that very, very top. Like, very tippy top. Very tippy, tippy top. Oops. Ooh, what the heck? So we're coming to the part where the balls, I think the ball tips. Yeah, there's the ball tips. Or the notches right below the ball thingy. Cyberdawn 2085 printing a power converter from Star Wars. You can't get the resolution you want with Tinkercad. Use arc welding, so I like smooth routing on prints, and Tinkercad models always come out not smooth. See, beyond me. And Glorious Absence of Skill does note that yes, you can convert the Arabesh in the actual PIP to what it is that I am printing at this very moment. The big balls are starting to print, or at least the notches upon which the big balls will go. You posted on Discord 2 models you have in your queue. Oh, I gotta look now. Now I gotta look. .3D printing fun. Oh wow, Sushi Boy, the Bo-Katan, and the Ahsoka. Dude, that's crazy. Those are crazy awesome. This is the, here, let me pull it up here, I guess. Those are great. This would be the reason to get a resin printer right there. That would be it. Making you feel like you're at a urologist appointment. Well, all this talk about balls. Well, it's true. Doesn't hurt. I thought we were going to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. No, I got to him before Luke. I was here before Luke. Luke wishes. Luke needs a 3D printer so he can print his own power converters. Although I'm guessing his power converters were substantially larger than this. This is incredible. You know, printed to a scale, like, these would make good, well, I don't want to say table legs. What could this, like, apart from fun, what could you do to this to make it practical? You know, even like a nightstand, right? If you had like a table, a kind of a tabletop on top, it'd look pretty cool. The Ahsoka scares the crap out of you? Oh, man. Put a lamp on top of it? I don't know if I'd put a shade on top of it, but... Because it looks like it'd be a good stand, you know? And if you had, like, several of them... I'm trying to think of what would go well. I mean, nothing needs to go on them, but... So it's got to be close to the number 2 overhang. Well, it's the ball, it's the base of the balls. It's basically... Hang on.
Samuel Chain rated my stream with 5 viewers.
Hey! Thank you for the raid, same old Shane. Everyone, I've been mentioning that he's been streaming on Twitch, but if you love 3D printing and mecha and what is it, like big model building, like he's the person to follow. Same old Shane. And he's a bigger geek than me. He's got the geek beard to prove it. Like, you have to be, like, to be a real geek or a nerd, I think you do have to, as a male, I think you do have to grow a beard. I have facial hair sometimes, but I shave it off. Shane was there the day that I set up my Prusa Mini, which I'm using right now, to print this power converter that was created just today by Builders Mark, who is a member of this community. My name is Chris Perillo. I live stream every day here on Twitch. 6 p.m. Pacific is my slot. That's when I've chosen because it's the best time for me every day. I'm geeking out about something. I'm a variety streamer. I don't do a lot of gaming. I haven't done one in like months. I mostly just hang out, just chatting, and usually 3D printing something. No, actually, now I am 3D printing something new every day. I'm relatively new to the 3D printing world, though. It is completely new to me, but a bulk of this community is into 3D printing, and it's a great community to have because it's nice to hang out with people who, can help. And who love that, to offer ideas and support. And so it's a very supportive environment of nerds and geeks. You don't have to like Star Wars to like my streams. But if you love Star Wars, you and I are going to get along swimmingly. Shane did what now? Well, you better not have shaved, Shane, because if you shaved, then I got to take all that back about beards. Sushi Boy Simon says, facial hair and mustache is wider than your head. Oh, man. That's crazy. One of those mustaches. Builder's Mark says, so what were the green and orange boxes with power couplers on top? I was reading the edit on power converters on the webpage. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the power couplers. On the Wikipedia page? I'm not quite sure. Liking Star Wars a lot helps. Yes, it does. And again, a shout out to Sith Lord Britt, who's another 3D printer type person who does much more with her 3D printers than me, like cosplaying and whatnot, and actually going in and painting and customizing and making. So, yeah. Did I say that right? Same old Shane, mecha? I mean, you're into that model, mecha, robot, transformery kind of stuff, and you do big, big things. Big things. I do small things. Smaller things, right? I'm not sure about the power couplers, though. Let me see Builder's Mark. No, what? What was mecha? Okay, is there another picture on the page? A lot of this is Legends, so that's not canon, which means it's never actually been produced in a film or something like, let's say, something that Disney did or any cartoon. Although it says, I mean, that's what we know about it from the game. Power bank from the starships. I'm not sure about power couplings. I'm not sure, Builder's Mark. But here's the thing. As far as I'm concerned, this is canon. Close. Well, you're going to have to educate me, Samuel Shane. Nothing wrong with small things. You need to do some figures that are Lego mini size. Whoa, those would be tiny. Could you do that on this type of printer? Like anything that I might have attempted, and I've done it, like the detail kind of comes out, but like not really. I did my first 0.10 mm layer height on the Rancor heads for the Boba Fett throne. Did those today. They didn't take that long. That's why I was like, well, I better make them like higher detail. Right there. As Cyberdawn notes, power converters are mentioned in canon, but I agree. I'm not sure if they were ever shown. I've done smaller things, I guess, like even like minifigure scale. Playmobil scale is about as small of a figure that I've done. Like the Darth Vader one. I've been wanting to reprint him in a different filament too, but the black one, this is with Prusament Galaxy Black. Great filament, but I'm almost out. One of these days, I'm going to have to run out of a spool of something. The games are canon to you because Kyle Katarn is the best Jedi. You know what? The way I look at it, it's all Star Wars. I don't want to, get too tripped up of, oh, it's canon, oh, it's not canon. I'm like, it's all Star Wars. It's important to know the difference, but I tend not to get tripped up anymore. I used to, like, not understand what was going on back in the day, before canon was a thing. It was like, wow, this is really unwieldy. Who is this? What is going on? Where are they from? What do they do? You print variety size right now, smaller detailed prints on the mini, lots of Pokemon. Yeah, I bet. Oh, Light Spinner PF then. What Pokemon? I'm asking because, like, my daughter Jedi just got into the little Pokemon cards. Not that she's playing all that much. She likes the pictures. She was asking about figurines, and I found a few low poly figures, but I'm like, low poly, I don't know. Because she asked me, she said, "Do they have? Can we get some figurines? All of them? Oh my god! Did you catch them all? Are they suitable for? If you're doing them on the mini, I'm like, small? Like, it'd be great to have the smaller ones. Like, if they're too big, I'm like, I don't know. I like the smaller stuff. That's me. With Geek Tech's Prusa Mini printing out to life scale Atlas form from Portal 2. Oh, fair enough. Never played the game, but I am familiar with it. This is a triumph. I think that was Portal 1, though, right? Making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture Science. The thing is, never played the game. And I know that song. Because I was like, dude, this is a really good, this is a good freaking song, dude. I don't know anything else. This is a great song. Jonathan Colton. You can now hear him on an NPR show. Cyberdon agrees. It's all Star Wars. If it contradicts anything, it's just an alternate timeline. That's how I feel. I feel they should do like an alt universe, right? Instead of saying Legends versus canon. What if it was just a series of multiverses? I'd be okay with that. I'd totally be okay with that. Same old Shane notes. Remember after the Disney purchase, forget what comic book company did it, but they did a story on Han Solo was married. Oh, it was probably Dark Horse. Dark Horse had the license before Marvel took it over again. Han Solo was married to... God, who was he married to? Now I can't remember. I remember Luke was married to Mara Jade. That's all I remember. Everywhere I follow, you talk about Pokemon. Me? I don't talk about Pokemon. Not that often. Not that I know of. Maybe I do. I have been recently, I guess. Most will be small. It's a challenge. Yeah, I bet. Like, I know enough to say that that might be a challenge. Yes, he was married to Mara Jade and had the twins. Jason and Jaina. 3.75... I mean... Man, if I could go back and get all the Star Wars figures in modern history, I would. I've got many Star Wars figures from, but I wasn't a completist. Let me give you a little more context here as this model's finishing up. I'm going to zoom out a bit and tilt up the camera ever so slightly to show you in the background there. Give me a second. There we go. You can see up beyond the printer. Let me go ahead and do this here. This is going to make sense as soon as I zoom in. I've got, across the wall back there, I've got all my vintage vintage figures back up there. So that's the full run of vintage collection, C9 and greater with accessories, original Kenner figures up there. No repro. But yeah, so yeah, I love the figures. I've got the vintage run. I was complete with the vintage run. Definitely not with the modern run, sadly. Yep, you wish they brought Mara into the film and TV series. They may still. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did. I don't know if it would cross over with Luke, though. That would be a little weird. I kind of want to keep Luke out of things anymore. But that's me. And I agree, Fix'em Dude. Builder's Mark did spectacular with this build. With this model. More Star Wars! Everyone, more Star Wars. Porfa. Please, please, please. A game that every 80s nerd will... I'm an 80s nerd. Far Cry Blood Dragon, filled to the brim with 80s pop culture references. Oh, fair enough. No blue Snaggletooth? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. I have blue snag up there. Fine. You really want me to show you? This may get a little jiggly, but I will show you. Here, give me a second. Let's do this. He's right there next to... Sorry, it's like this is a digital zoom at this stage. But Blue Snag is right next to Red Snag. There's Blue Snag right there. I was serious. Each one of these figures is C9 condition or higher. And I apologize for the moving around. I'm flipping over here to show you. Got the last 17, including Yak Face up there. Most of those last 17 are from my original collection as a kid. Most, not all. They were still in good condition to be considered C9, including the EV99, which is really expensive right now, and the R2-D2 with the lightsaber. The only vintage figures I didn't get from Kenner were the droids and the Ewoks. Sadly, I've got the Dulocs from Ewoks, those figures from the cartoon, and the only droids figures I want are the R2-D2 and the C-3PO, but they're so expensive. You're a 70s OG nerd. Well, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. How about a Disney Plus series about Padme Amidala? That would work for me. All those figures. Oh, yeah. I that's the full run of vintage Star Wars figures. I have plenty of modern figures. I've got way more modern figures than I do vintage, that's for sure. RC Maniac got distracted and watched a video, and someone in the video went, "Who in Star Wars would be the best cook?" Oh, that would be Dexter Jetster from Attack of the Clones. We're about done. Yeah, 99%. 2 minutes left to go. I would say this was a smashing success. You're looking good for your age if you grew up in the 70s. Yeah, I grew born in 73. So I'm 47, 48 this year. Rule of 2. Good to see you again. I was just showcasing my vintage Star Wars figures back there. Your balls are looking great, Builders Mark. The lack of hesitation says a lot. Yeah, thank you, RC Maniac. I will take that as a compliment. Dexter Jetster. Because he runs the diner. Like, you can't have... Your diner can't be in business if you're not a good cook. Unpopular opinion, says Cyberdawn, but there should be a Clone Wars series from the CIS point of view. CIS point... CIS? I'm not sure I understand. Confederate Imperial Syndrome? Oh, separatist point of view. Yeah, that would be neat. I'd like that. I'd like alternative stories like that. I'd dig that. You know, because who do you sympathize with, right? It's all depending on the storytelling. It's like they say history is written by the victors. It's the same thing. The person said Chewie because he's one of the few that actually cook, at least in the holiday special. No, Chewie did not cook. RC Maniac, they're wrong. In the holiday special, Mala cooked. Mala or Gourmand, the gourmet. So I know my holiday special. Just gonna say, the Theron Shans of them all. What? Chewbacca didn't even eat. I don't even think. Ewoks, I guess it kind of cooked. Yoda cooked. Probably not that good though. I'm guessing you would not want to have any of Yoda's stew. Oh, that's right. Chewbacca did cook a pork. I forgot about that. He cooked a pork, but I wouldn't make him a good cook. Like, the best one would be the one who owns a diner, Dexter Jetster. If we're talking about what was from the movies, it would have to be Dexter Jetster. So, we are done. Wow. You can even see the nipples on the balls. Look, the ball nipples even come out. They're very subtle, but the ball nipples are definitely there. He cooked, but he didn't eat it. That's right. He probably felt bad. Have I played Star Wars The Old Republic? Asked Sith Lord Brit. No, I have not. I've not played a lot of the Star Wars games. Most of them I've never played. The modern stuff I've fiddled with. Battlefront, but I'm not really a first-person shooter kind of guy. Really enjoyed Jedi Fallen Order. Streamed a bit of that. The next Star Wars video game I'm probably going to play is going to be the Skywalker, the Lego Skywalker saga. I'll probably be playing that on stream. Like my hope is to get it set up so that I'll have another camera over here, pointed down, flip to it, and then have a different kind of view for when I'm actually playing the game, and even 3D printing something at the same time, theoretically. Your ball nipples are quite nice. I agree, Deviously Mango. You're missing out. Look at Empire at War. Yeah, I haven't. It just wasn't my thing. I'm not a gamer. I'm not into games. I'm serious. When I say that, like, even the Star Wars stuff. I mean, I have played, Star Wars video games before. I grew up in the 80s, so yeah, I played Star Wars games. But as a rule, I've never chased them down. Star Wars to me was always the figures. It was always the items, the collectibles, which is one of the reasons why, as an adult, I tend to chase down and or print things that I want to have, right? It's much more exciting for me to have this than to get a virtual trinket, like the actual, Boba Fett throne, right? To print that out. So we've got it, and let's go ahead and take it off the plate. It's got a brim, as recommended. I may have to go and trim the brim a tiny bit, which I will do. Leave that there. So let's go full. I'm very excited for the Book of Boba Fett. Disney annoys you over Star Wars. They have put all the old films and cartoons, which is nice, but they released a Lego Holiday Special. It's like they're trying to erase them. I want them to redo the holiday special. I really do. Genuinely, really do. Okay, so here we are. We've got a full-on power converter direct from Tushy Station. This was modeled. It was designed today by Builder's Mark. Took them about 2 hours. No supports. Using printed solid Jessie PLA, tan number 64. Sponsored by Thangs.com, as you've seen throughout the entire video. Hosted on Thangs.com. Let me go ahead and drop a link back into chat one more time, just to make sure y'all see it. Click over there, favorite it, download it, print it. I'm going to take a look here. See, maybe it got a little snaggly on one side with the balls, but not like it didn't destroy anything. They needed to be in place. The little struts underneath, they're a little bit much, but I don't know if that was avoidable. Relatively imperceivable. Nothing a little cleanup can't fix. Everything else looks relatively uniform. Apart from, like I said, my printer not being very dialed in compared to most, but jeez and crackers, this is freaking spectacular. Not a lot of stringing. Just a little bit. I've got a power converter. I've got a power converter. You can too. Oh, it's near midnight in Montreal. It's crazy. So awesome. What was the print time on that? This was... What was this? This was 3 hours, 4 hours? Like shy of 4 hours. 4 hour print. I'm going to try to pull off some of the... I got to be careful with this too. Got a little bit of string in here. And some... Actually, oh, that's at the bottom, okay. Cleaning it up a tiny bit where the brim was. Luke is jealous of that converter. Oh, he is. I was going to Chris's house to pick up some power converters. meow. Luke was so whiny in A New Hope. And for that matter, Empire too. He like grew up real fast after Empire Strikes Back. Video decided to die. Oh, you're right. What the hell? Why did it... Okay, I'm still frozen. Why? Okay. How about if I... Would it help if I... No, it didn't. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna try something. I'm probably gonna crash the stream. Theoretically, if it refreshes... It made blue screen, but it did not. Okay, well, I guess that didn't work. I turned it off and on again. There we go. Thank you for mentioning that little bug. Okay. You're waiting to see how many copies will pop up after posting to the websites? People do that? That's so bad. The lighter froze the camera. It must have. It was a lot larger. Oh yeah, this could hold a plant. This could be a nice plant stand at the right scale. I'm just cleaning off the brim here. Oh, Deviously Mango. No, you didn't even need to do a freeze frame, and I froze. You didn't even need to. Like the camera just. Yeah, it was that bad. You had to throw pity bits. It got slow, didn't it? Y'all are funny. Sorry, I'm seeing underneath the nipple balls at the top. There's some pieces that kind of need to be clipped off there. There we go. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm really impressed. Mark, I am... Oh, man. This is just... Wow. Like, it would... The only thing that could make this better... There's an angle underneath. Oh, yeah. No, I know there's an angle underneath. What I'm saying is that it was a little... It got a little sloppy with the angle got a little sloppy, specifically the first layers of the angle. I'm not sure you could have done it any other way. The nipple balls turned out to be just fine. Like I said, the only thing that would make this better is if this was ever in the movie, or if they pull it into canon, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see these types of objects, like Greebles. Like, Star Wars loves Greebles. So, like, objects from the Mandalorian ship, or objects from the Millennium Falcon. Things that you can't get, but are ostensibly things that look very Star Wars-y. Like, the more Greebles, the better. So, I got a freaking power converter. Jedi's gonna see this. She's not gonna know what it is. So she's not gonna want it. Like, if she doesn't know what it is, she's not gonna look at this and go, I want one. Do one for me, Daddy. She's not gonna do that for this. I can almost guarantee it. The joy in Chris's face is what 3D printing is all about. Well, let me tell you, I get so much joy printing things that I didn't have otherwise. And I'm not even sure what I had planned to print tonight at all, because I was like, yeah, I didn't know. And then Builder's Mark sent a note saying, hey, I uploaded something on Discord or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, power converter. I'm like, what? And it's true. It is true. You did it. George Lucas used future aesthetic for Star Wars. Aged very well. Oh, yeah. The Greebles look. Oh, yeah. You could Greeble anything, and it would work out very, very well. Incredibly well. Ah. Why do I have Nyan Cat in my head? Oh, yeah. So keep your eye out at Target, not just for those Clone Wars figures that I need, but there's also an exclusive Target red Boba Fett pop vinyl that I'm thinking about. If I find it in the store, I'll grab it. A red one, because I love red. I love red! I need to clean that off, don't I? You Have Friends by Dragon Sound. I don't even know what that is. Don't tell me. Don't put it in my head. Whatever you do not put a song in my head. I've also got to keep my eye out for a good Mazes book for Jedi. She's been enjoying Mazes. I may have to just bite the bullet and get something on Amazon. Need a good cleaning every so often. Not sure what I'm going to print tomorrow, even. Builder's Mark's going to get up, do something, and say, hey, I just uploaded an XYZ. I'm like, what? Have I heard Baby Shark? Yes, I have. You need to paint me a model? Probably, because I'm never going to paint it. Do not look at me for painting. Like, at all. At least you don't have game show music in my head. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 dun. Ooh, Star Wars Mazes is going to be a book. Oh, F off, dude. For real? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is going to be a book. There's going to be a Star Wars Mazes book? I did not know this until you linked me. How many pages is it going to be? Oh my god, this is great. $14.95 is kind of pricey, but it is a Star Wars book. Wow. Oh my god, that is incredible. Thank you so much for linking me that, big fan. That's great. Print the Rancor? I might have to tomorrow. It ain't gonna be a big one, that's for sure. I'm like, it's not gonna be huge. It's just gonna be a small one. Maybe I'll use the same filament, a lighter brown tan Rancor, because I don't know, brown Rancor. Like, I don't know. Brown Rancor, it just doesn't necessarily... A brown Rancor doesn't do it for me. Because there's brown Rancor given, right? But a tan Rancor, that's kind of interesting. You know, I don't do much Funko, bait Funko Boba Fett. I was just talking about the red one that I'd get. Oh yeah, that one, I have seen that. Or I've heard about it. Like styled like the vintage Kenner figure. That's pretty cool. I don't think I would... yeah, see, enter now to purchase. Like, entrance who qualify. You have to qualify, dude. Like, that's just incredible. A pink Rancor? Pink Rancor. Oh, mini mazes. Look at that. I didn't know this existed. Huh. You know, I wonder if eBay's got better pricing on the Star Wars mini mazes books. Pre-owned. Very good. So used will be cleaned. Oops. Do the Rancor and the filament you did in Mustafar Castellan. Ooh, that's Galaxy Black. I don't know. I think I want to print it in a tan because the Galaxy Black would lose. I mean, it looks good. It looks good here because there's not. I mean, there is some texture and it is textured, right? But like, I feel for the Rancor with the bumps and wrinkles, like the glitter would throw it off. I'm inclined to go with the Rancor. Either that pink or the iridescent pearl or like a tan color, like a neutral. I gotta think about it. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Oh, come on. What would be another good color to use? Pink? Yeah, I think, you know what? You may not be too far off with the pink one. Although it's not really a figurine. I mean, it is a figurine, but it's got the base. So it'd be more like a statue, not necessarily something that you play with. Maybe even a green, like a forest green would be pretty cool. Like a deep green. Or a lighter color, because it's got a lot of bumps and wrinkles and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like... Gold Rancor. I don't have a lot of gold left. But I have been wanting to print something else in gold, now that you mention it. It would be... how big it would stand. It wouldn't be a huge one. I might have enough gold left to do the Rancor. I could do a gold Rancor. Alright, gold. Gold's not a bad idea. I mean, I'm inclined to do a beige, but like I think the gold might be a good idea. Slimy mold, I think you gave it to me. I think gold, silver would be good. Silver, I think, would look good too with a Rancor. So, oh god, a gold. Nah, I'm gonna go with the gold. I'm gonna go with the gold Rancor. Like, I'm gonna try that. I haven't done a silver filament yet, but I've been wanting to do the Rose Tico medallions. In gold anyway. Silver, I think I'd really like with the Rancor. It's tough to now. I almost need to do two, because like I said, I'm almost out of gold, and it was a pretty good filament. The gold was a fun filament, and I think I'm probably gonna I'd get more of it. That particular gold, it wasn't that problematic. I ran through a lot of it, though. Of course. Stupidly. But, you know, you gotta use it. Then, until you really need it. Then you're like, okay, I need to replace this gold. There are certain colors I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna replace this. But there are certain colors that are like, yeah, I absolutely want to replace it. The gold. Oh, it's gold. Here's a... Do I have another one here? I'm trying to look for any other gold item I have offhand, and I don't. I'm trying to think of what all my gold. Oh, I know what it went to. I printed so many of failed things that it was just it did not turn out well. But like it's gold, and I think Builder's Mark's right. Silver would also look good, but this is very, very gold. Like it would work really well. Yeah, I think so. I think gold is it. I think you're right. I think gold is it. A golden Rancor. I've got an owie on my nose. Ow, 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 ow. It's a big owie. You save silver for droids. I've had I just want to print more things in that gold. Now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, I'd love to have that. I'm into neutrals. Gold, silvers, grays, blacks, whites. The brighter, bolder colors, not as much. For me, in terms of like, oh, what could it do in this? Or what would be good in that? Like, I don't know. Like, the orange, I'm not sure how I'm ever going to get through. All the orange I have,
Hello
a
there.
lot. Must be Zach. Zach Rutledge. Shout out to Zach Rutledge. Zach Rutledge. Actually, I'd type it out. And he oh wait, that did not work. It does not like. Sometimes I think you have to, like, as soon as you join, like it doesn't tag you automatically. But Iris Amelia, good to see ya. How you doing, Iris? Shout out to Iris Amelia as well. So give him a follow if you are so inclined. Zach is always in the middle, seemingly, of a Lego build. Spelling your name like your family does. Yeah. I did my best. I did my best. Spelling is not necessarily my strongest suit, especially like when I'm streaming. Right now, Zach, this is what we did tonight. Printed a power converter, picked up from Tashi Station. Luke missed it. This was designed this morning, not on request, but that I know of. But Builder's Mark took it upon himself to basically model one of these, and so I printed it out. So this is pretty much one of the world's first 3D printings of a power converter that I know of. Someone else may have done it, but in terms of what is available for anybody to do, anybody to print, this is here. But did I whine the entire way? Oh, yeah, I whine every night. Like, do you not know me? Like, how well do we not know each other? Because, like, I'm always talking like this. It's That's what I do. I whine. I whine and I know things. That's my best Tyrion. I whine and I know things. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, man. Ow. Oh. My nose is owie. So we're running into time here. Does anybody have any raid targets? Now that we've wrapped up and printed power converter, we'll see if Jedi wants one too. I've got a power converter and a Boba Fett throne. Did you see this, Zach? Did you see the Boba Fett throne that I did last night? Turned out really well. I would have told that whiny brat to shut up and do his chores too. Yeah, I'm sure you would have. Tell you what, though, the 24-hour stream that you're thinking about doing, I think you're crazy. I really think you do. I think you are. Yep, I did it. Printed this one. Look, it's even got the runes on the back and side things. Pretty cool. It turned out very, very well. Like this, if I saw someone doing this, this would be the kind of thing that would get me going, I gotta get a 3D printer. I need that. I need that. That's what I need. Forget everything else. That's what I want. That's what I want. Right there. Solitary Leaf, I totally agree. Very nice detail on the Boba Fett throne. Then the power converter right next to it. Where I thought I had another thing that I recently printed, but I'm not sure where it is. Now, I don't have anything that I printed here, but the only other thing that I really showed tonight beyond some figures was this. Cool, huh? Sorry about the flicker. It's an LED, but like it's a smooth transition in real life. Oh, the Jedi Temple. That's right. The Jedi Temple I recently printed. Did you see that, Zach? Hang on. Give me a second. It's not exactly a snow globe. It is a glitter globe of sorts. Glitter skull. Yes, indeed. Here's the Jedi Temple. Just printed the other day. Again, all these are pretty much single pieces. Mostly no supports. So yeah. This happened. Yeah, it turned out really well. To the point where Jedi saw that and she was like, I need that. Can you print me one too? But she says that and I don't know if she's being serious. Because sometimes she'll say it and I'll do it and then she doesn't care. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna. So if she annoys me about it again, then I'll do it, right? But if she only annoys me once, like, well, it's not really annoying, but like if she only asks once, like, oh, can you print me one of those? Then I'm like, okay, but then I don't, because I've learned that she just will not. She doesn't care. She absolutely does not care. You thought your Death Star cookie jar was nice, but now you're jealous of the Vader head. It's a new Hallmark exclusive, very heavy. I mean, it's got to be the liquid inside. That is so heavy, but you gotta shake it, and then you press the button, and the glitter flies around. It's pretty cool. It's just very heavy. I wish that it wasn't as full of liquid, so that they just had the balls of the eyes had the glitter. It would have been a hell of a lot lighter, and it probably would have been even more glittery, but. It is what it is. I saved like 25% because I ordered it or pre-ordered it on May the 4th. For a second, you thought Sushi was suggesting Jedi Temple as a raid target? No. If you start seeing it disappear, time to print another one. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's my big concern. Well, hopefully it won't, but lights on or off for 5 minutes. I'm not sure I'm gonna run that poll there. Sorry, I missed it. Shisha Khalifa. It's a little weird. I'm not gonna do that. Because everyone I'm seeing in the list right now, we've kind of done recently, or they're playing games. Which I'm am typically not inclined to raid someone that's playing a game because they don't always pay attention to chats, which to me is like critical when passing along to a raid. So if anybody definitely has any recommendations, any Star Wars, I'm down with. Not really the keyboard builder people though. A lot of the keyboard building, it's I'm like it's not my thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. And yes, it's Twitch, so there are like, tons of people gaming. And unfortunately, a lot of the 3D printing people that why people searching for 3D printing also watch, and why are all these half-naked people in this list? Unfortunately, the only people that I find 3D printing on Twitch, they don't interact with their streams, which is just kind of upsetting to me. But like, seriously, people who search, what the hell? You 3D printer people, you are a weird bunch. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm inclined to raid someone playing a game. Although that one looks like a VTuber. Any hot tub streams. If you search for 3D printing, apparently the results that come back are like half-naked people who are doing who are hot tub streaming. Lone Gopher's birthday? Okay. That's it. We're doing that's it. We're doing Lone Gopher. If it's his birthday, that is enough for me. Birthday streams are a given. If it's someone's birthday, and he's brick building, which is great. His camera is way the hell out of focus though. Holy cow, dude. Really, 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 really bad. If his audio is good, it's fine, but man, his camera needs to be refocused. Here's who we're rating. Lone Gopher. This is who we're doing. Whoop. Bookmark Sid Heresy for future use. When he's doing maker stuff, he's interacting with his viewers, usually soldering and electronics. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to follow Sid Heresy right now. Oh, he's live. Oh, wow. Jamtown. Modular Synth Jam. What? Oh, that's so cool.
Chris Perello coming in with Apollo. Let's go. We got a Meatwad freestyle, guys.
Oh my god. Oh, he is easily a raid target in the future, Zach. Or, I'm sorry, Deviously Mango. Deviously Mango? Dude, that was an amazing... Dude, that is an amazing recommendation. Oh, easily. Yes, he is a future raid target. He is absolutely a future raid target. Sorry, here, I'll post the link. Sid Heresy is who he suggested. We're not gonna raid him tonight, but I will, I will save Sid for a future broadcast. But that's an easy, y'all have to remind me, like, that easily, I'm like, oh man, interactive, creative, unique, original music, like I'm like, he's got everything. But I really would like to make Lone Gopher's night. Like, it's his birthday, and that's the right thing to do. So thank you, everybody, for following me, for subscribing if you did, for being active tonight, for interacting, for hanging out in chat, for chatting, for being there. Really appreciate all the support. I appreciate any kind of help you would have given as well. There are a lot of modular synth people. Oh, cool. I'm just now learning. Head over to Discord if you are so inclined. There's our server. You can join it. A lot of 3D printing. It's probably more 3D printing fun activity on the server than anything else. So it is what it is. As much as I love Star Wars, 3D printing is a pretty big world beyond Star Wars. So thank you once again to Buildersmark for modeling that power converter. Buildersmark, man, you keep doing it. Like, keep doing that stuff. I'd love to print more Star Wars stuff that you make that I don't yet have. So thank you, especially stuff like that. Those are fun. Thanks again, and thanks to Thangs.com for sponsoring the stream. If you are so inclined, again, the link for Thangs, if you didn't see it show up in chat, throughout the broadcast or see it stamped pretty much every part of the video, as they are sponsoring right now. That's where you can go to download and to organize and to upload 3D printed files. Or if you're not into 3D printing at all, you can go over to thangs.com and actually look at models on your phone with AR, augmented reality. Anybody can do that. Like, you could do augmented reality on your phone. It's really easy. It's fun, and it doesn't take any kind of 3D printer. So that's something you can do on thangs.com. But yeah, that's about it. We're gonna celebrate Lone Gopher's birthday here. We'll raid the Sid. What was it? Sid. What? I've forgotten his name. Sid something. We'll raid him another night because man, that's gonna be a good one. I'm kind of looking forward to that one too. Dang, that stuff is dope. I agree. Sid Heresy. Thank you. Yes, I'm following. And we will, it's a promise, we will raid at some point in the future. Here we go with a raid to Lone Gopher for his birthday. Everyone get your Perillo Raider emotes ready. Perillo Raider. Perillo Raider. Perillo Raider. Get it copied to the clipboard, people. Perillo Raider. Get it going. Get it ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you got your Perillo Raider emotes set? Okay, good. Deviously Mango set. I'm set. Builders Mark is set. Zach Rutledge is set. Sushi Boy Simon is set. You're all set with your Perillo Raider emotes. So, wow, we even did an 8X Perillo Raider combo together. That's awesome. So awesome. Okay, we are going to be rating, Tusken rating, naturally. We're Tusken rating Lone Gopher, and I believe that's how you say his name because I heard someone say it out loud once. Tusken rating Lone Gopher for his birthday. Wait, I didn't do the end of the show. I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the Force be with you always. I will see you back here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Now, we are going to Tusken raid Lone Gopher in 3, 2, 1. It's his birthday.
I hear really good doors.
Here we go.
You know, like the castle. Do castle drawbridge? Would you count a castle drawbridge as a door? Because I think some of those are. Chris Perillo, holy moly! Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my God! Maybe we'll just stand up to these Tusken Raiders.
Happy.
Oh my God! This is awesome. Look at these Raider emotes. Welcome, everybody.
Woo!
Who was that? I heard it.
Zach.
But I can't see it.
It was Zach.
What's up, Big Fan 2019?